fucking say to me?
Hundreds of items.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to plug the camera back in.
Oh, shit.
Some
That's
like
okay.
third-party Sears back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Had like taken this piece of like Rule 34
Oh, no.
art or whatever and put it on like backpacks and bags and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
And they were just like, you could buy it on their store.
What? That's insane that was like approved, that ended up in stores.
Well, when people started talking about it, people went to go look at all the items and try to buy it. So then Sears freaked the fuck out within like half an hour and started pulling it down.
But like they put it on the shelves, like nobody.
No, I think it was an online.
Okay, but well, still somebody had to approve
yeah, it was
that,
on there
right?
for like 3 years before some random guy posted about it.
What?
And nobody, all the people that tried to buy it, only one guy in Japan managed to get a.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Like, just it slipped through before Sears got word to the.
That Sears got word that they were fucking selling Rule 34 like merchandise.
Like Kirby themed. Like,
That's fucking weird, dude.
Somebody had to be like, I don't know. Was
I don't
somebody
like
at Sears
that.
into that? Like, what the fuck?
so
I feel like they
I
must
watched
have
this
been.
YouTube video and this girl broke down the whole situation and everything.
Okay.
And she made a good point. Like, with some of that stuff, unless you're so like brain rotted by the internet, like it was like obvious to me what it was.
Uh-huh.
But if some like 45-year-old woman was like approving art designs or something to be in, she may not have realized.
Well, like, was it obvious they were fucking?
I thought so.
Well, then how would you not know?
I mean, I
don't know.
guess you might not.
His robe was like open, and he was like holding the thing up to his crotch and like making like a face. But the item was titled "King DDD drooling while eating" or something like that. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry, but like,
I can see you're not recognizing like the characters involved, but I feel like if they look like they're fucking, they look like they're fucking.
It definitely looked like that to me. But I guess like if you're not aware of what the internet does, maybe you just couldn't have conceived of the fact that people would be into that.
I don't know, but wouldn't you like look at the thing and be like, oh, kind of looks like they're fucking, regardless of even if they weren't, you know, like
Yeah.
And then somebody would have to like approve that. Like I don't know. It seems far fetched to me.
I mean, I can't deny that. I would have not approved it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Also, just goes to show you that like a ton of like third-party companies just scrape the internet for art they don't pay for.
Every time we make a drink like this, and we hand one to Michael, he always is like, ugh, when he takes that first.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, really.
I mean, you don't make them as strong as Sage, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Sage fills like half the glass and then adds a splash of soda.
Actually, this is about just right.
Do I overdo it that much?
I mean, I like when you put all that down there, but that's because I'm drunk.
Yeah, I mean, it works. You know, it takes less drink.
You only need one drink when you drink with me.
Well, I mean,
I'm just surprised that
Michael drinks like half a beer and then leaves it in the fridge.
Yeah, that is weird.
He goes back and drinks them when it's flat and like has mildew.
If I don't finish a beer by the end of like a hangout,
it's liquid bread.
Yeah.
It's liquid bread. You can't let it just sit in the fridge. It's probably got mold on it.
Maybe he likes it when it ferments. He can sample it like he's a connoisseur. Tastes like fragments of cat piss.
I don't really like drinking stuff that's even been sitting out overnight. Like,
no.
Oh yeah,
like you drink water, like you fall asleep and like you drink the water the next day. You're like, it kind of tastes like dust fell in it. It has like the stale.
Yeah, I wouldn't
taste,
even
like,
drink water after it sitting out for.
I think Hera doesn't even drink water that's been out for overnight. Like the fucking cat is like, this is good enough for me. You gotta refill it. It's gamer blood.
It's basically
Is that the pregnancy
it's
monster?
Yeah, it's birthing more smaller monsters.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a boss. It's just a big enemy. I wouldn't even say mini boss. It's just like a brute
Sage,
enemy
you
type.
didn't have to tell me this. Monster, I could have just pretended it was like fucked up, like a bunch of grapes or something.
A bunch of grapes.
Yeah, you want to pop those in your mouth?
It's the fear of working in the Italian countryside.
That should have been us. What Star Trek Picard was about.
Oh man.
Afraid of it.
Oh, Alex, have we got stuff that I feel like we have a lot to tell you?
Are you guys?
We're watching Academy.
It's terrible,
Dude, it makes Enterprise look legitimately smartly written.
Really? What'd you tell me Scott Bakula was doing these things? You were saying they were talking about bringing Scott Bakula.
Yeah. That's
For like a Picard style thing. We don't know for sure that that's going to happen.
Are people super fond of Enterprise?
I don't think so.
The next generation is considered the best of Star Trek.
There's a large subsect of Star Trek fans that think would say Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
I am aware of
It's
that.
weirdly popular.
I am aware of
I've seen a grand total of 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine that I could genuinely say were good.
I loved the Space Aphasia episode, but I wouldn't say it was exactly good.
It was entertaining.
It was hilarious.
that. I mean, it's a
Round
boring,
turbulent, quick.
it's a boring fucking concept for Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what
Staying
if it
in
all
one place.
just took place on a base? Like, it's like, I haven't watched it since I was like 13, 14 when my dad was watching it.
Sure.
But it always felt mostly like a workplace comedy, like, rather than anything else. Like, it was like, what if they all were just on this ship and like, it didn't make sense to me.
You're not wrong. I mean,
I agree.
So many of those episodes just start with like the annoying Ferengi guy at the bar, and it's just him and his dumb coworkers making dumb jokes. Well, like, you know, then the episode will actually be about going to the orgy finally or whatever. But but no, Starfleet Academy though, that is something else.
Oh, dude. It's...
I hope you like feet, Alex, because this show loves feet.
Oh, dude.
Did Dan Schneider make this?
I know, but Holly Hunter refuses to wear shoes.
And she literally sticks her feet in the camera as often as possible.
Yeah, she's like sitting like half upside down, and
She
fucking
sits in
moving
chairs
constantly.
wrong.
I don't know if I can accept that this show was made by anybody other than Dan Schneider, Quentin Tarantino. Like, I don't-
It does feel like that.
It is weird when you find out that about somebody and then you just like watch their work and be like, "Ew, dude!" Like,
Yeah. Although Tarantino's definitely not hiding it either.
no.
Yeah, he's always been acting funny.
Like, what's wrong with thinking feet, guys? I love feet. Feet's the greatest, alright? You don't understand. They're you have to have a high appreciation for film to have a high appreciation for feet.
Yeah.
I was on board for the arm transplants, but Brandon, it's
There's still one more worse one.
right. She get her head cut off.
No, but you're thinking on the right line.
Oh, okay. Is she gonna have like a fox face?
Maybe-
How much of a
maybe-
fursona is she gonna?
No, come on, dude. Sage.
Well, okay, it's evil cult.
Game's already heavily furry themed. You got the Fox Man, and you already got one wolf arm.
Yeah.
ここでの儀式は最後だ。
Think more Nicolas Cage. Now you're thinking.
Why you don't fuck with cults, man?
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree. Generally, really shouldn't fuck with cults.
こっちだ。
Cults are bad.
Cults are bad news.
Why they're.
Unless you can make money off them. They're great.
I mean, they're good news if you're running them.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Cult leaders.
Have you ever seen that scene from The Office That's literally one of my favorite, like 10-second clips from that show.
I don't think so.
Okay, so do you know who Creed is on that show?
Yes.
Okay, so they're interviewing Creed, and he's like, I've been involved with several cults, both as a leader and a member. You have more fun as a member, but you make more money.
That's accurate. I feel like we're the kind of people who have fun always.
Oh, I think so for sure. I'm pitching this idea of you don't have anything to worry about.
That sarin gas attack in Tokyo or whatever.
Yeah.
That cult, that Amsterdam, one of the ways that guy convinced people that he was like magically divine, he was like Christ and Buddha mixed together, was that he could like clench his ass cheeks really hard.
Is that what makes him move?
What is he cracking walnuts between?
Yeah.
No, he could squeeze his ass cheeks really hard and then slam his knees down, and he could like jump from a sitting position. So like he would tell people that he could fly. Like and
With his ass.
Well, yogic butt hopping. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's like considered a big thing.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I've seen that used as evidence for magic.
Yeah, that's not
Magic.
Yeah, because if you
that's
can,
just having some beefy fucking hamstrings, dude, and being able to jump with your knees. Like,
and
I can see how a human being could be capable of doing that. Like, that's not flying. Like, they come back down. Like, they're not like levitating.
Yeah,
like,
but like yogic flying is like an entire thing that is like considered like a kind of magic. And it's really just butt hopping.
I didn't know that it come from elsewhere. That's the only time I ever heard about some guy that could jump with his...
Dude, I've seen videos of like, you got like these fucking yogis and they're like racing each other, like butt hopping across a room. It looks ridiculous.
I have seen...
It sounds pretty fucking silly.
I have seen like some of those cult leaders, but like they're more like kind of weird Christian syncretic, like in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That they'll get pulled up by like fishing line and be like flying and shit.
Oh, that's good. We gotta have fun with something like that.
Yeah. His fucking life is crazy, man.
I love how much of a storied background we've given him.
Especially in book 2, you start to learn just more and more about the various things he's done throughout his career.
I do like that you like using that as a device to add some like history and color to the universe. Just this bumbling cult leader.
And technically, he's only one of 3 different like media and entertainment figure characters that we have to explore those kinds of concepts with. Too.
It is also fun that it's very much like a fantasy, like a sort of religion.
Yeah,
but like I've never seen this sort of huckster character used to sort of be the window into a fantasy religion.
No, I've definitely never seen that because I mean it's taking, you know, I only watched the show pretty recently after having finished the book, but like it really does sort of feel like what the Righteous Gemstones is doing, but again for like this fantasy religion.
That's great.
I mean, you were a core part of that character's development, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it would not be like what it is or exist probably even close to the same form if you hadn't come up with some of those little.
If you guys do want some more contributions,
whenever you got some stuff, feel free to send her.
Yeah,
We'll find space.
Yeah, we'll find space for probably whatever you come up with.
all right,
I'm pretty sure literally everything you've ever sent us for the character has
It's in
worked
the-
out already.
Yeah, it's all in there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get book 2 whenever we finish it.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking wild.
it's lovely talking about returns.
Well, the fact that we found that like fucking David Hasselhoff song.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so perfect.
これが最後の
But yeah, fucking Star Trek Academy, right? So,
Oh, Lord, dude.
I was trying to derail it from that.
I mean, that's totally fair, but
All right, tell me about it.
so, God, where do I even start with this show? It's such a disaster.
God, it is a disaster.
I mean, there's Paul Giamatti as the villain.
I've seen Paul Giamatti's big entry sequence in the
Yes.
trailer, which was the hella lame.
But did you see the part where he's also like the beginning of the show is like this like 4-year-old kid and his mom are like being like sent to a concentration camp.
Yeah,
like,
Starfleet
starvation.
runs concentration camps because they don't have enough food, and so these people are stealing food, so they put them in a concentration camp.
And for some reason,
Bro, is this like the beginning of like Aladdin?
and for some reason, Paul Giamatti is like allowed in the courtroom despite being this like mega war criminal or some shit. And he's just like sitting there, just like making fun of the kid who's about to go to the concentration.
Yeah, he's like laughing at his face and pointing at him. He's like, "Ha! Your mom's going to a work camp, bitch."
And it's like, why do they let him in here? And
It goes along with just in
So
general.
he's
they're-
like a wanted.
yeah,
yeah, he's like some
But
sort of criminal.
he could show up at the court.
yeah, he can just be there. Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just,
And so he's just like making fun of this kid until the kid like turns
Usually,
up.
you get people your
I guess not, man. I mean, Starfleet's pretty chill apart from the concentration camps.
and the lack of food and the post scarcity sort of.
I can't say because spoilers, but I miss being here, so I want to say hey,
we
yeah.
miss you, Tiresome Fox. We'll see you in the next game.
Yeah,
Tyson
I
Fox
wish you
is
could
playing
hang,
this,
hang
so-
out with us.
Yeah, I will play some stupid bullshit that you won't watch.
Oh, and we got some little dioramas for our book now, Tiresome Fox.
Yeah, I'll have to send some pictures of
Yeah,
the
I
stuff that
think
we
she'll
just took.
enjoy it.
That's some good stuff.
But yeah, so this little like 4-year-old kid, of course, turns out to be like a tech genius. Who like he has like a robot that like hacks the whole Starfleet so he can escape. I guess.
Yeah.
Like the Hello Kitty Island adventure.
I don't know if that
Are we
one's.
doing that? Say?
Are there
I don't think that one's
Are
gonna
there
happen.
spiders in that?
Is there a Hello Spider?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sage.
I don't know.
Sage knows.
I don't know.
Hey, can you
We're gonna-
open up the journal, you piece of shit? Because like it says
Yeah, that's right, the spider
every
journal.
other word in the
Oh,
journal
okay.
was spider.
No, okay, no, it was not.
We gotta read the Spider.
Yeah, you hid it from us.
Yeah.
'Cause you didn't want us to see the word spider all over it.
It's true. That did happen.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Go to the red spider lily tab.
Yeah. Where's Red Spider Lily?
The funniest. I mean, I don't even know if there is one that like is about that. It just gets
You told me-
mentioned.
You told me that the flower is a huge part of the story,
Nope.
but it's not a spider. Like you already told me all that.
I remember.
I don't know that there's an entry about it. It's just I know it gets mentioned at some point in an entry. I don't know which one that would be.
All right, well, fine.
We'll just pretend there aren't any spiders in this game for you.
There always.
Uh-huh.
Well, what this game is really about is Sage is collecting these red spider lilies.
Yeah.
Like to woo
God damn it.
woo a spider.
There is no wooing a spider. Okay. There's no spider wooing happening.
I can't believe.
Yes,
I
I
can't
am sure.
believe.
Yeah, believing but have a wonderful
Yeah,
day.
all right, hey.
Yeah, you have a good
Yeah,
one.
Have a good one,
good
Tyson Fox. I'll send you those pictures too right now from our props.
Yeah, miss the cutscenes. You don't want spoilers.
Yeah. Oh man, what horrible shit is left out
Boy, you see, Nicolas Cage is about to show up.
there. Okay, if she actually gets Nicolas Cage's face, that'd be amazing. That would make this the best Silent Hill.
I would love to play just like Nicolas Cage's Silent Hill. What would that be like?
I don't know.
What is that man even afraid of?
What is he afraid of? That's a good question.
I've heard him say his earliest memory is being held down in a nunnery by a bunch of Italian nuns being forced to drink sangria upside down.
Why sangria?
I don't know.
Well,
I guess it's
Are
Italian.
they gonna graft that shit to the
Francis,
face?
Francis Ford Coppola is a weird dude, man. I assume his family's weird.
Do some weird sangria ritual. I don't know.
That's my new band.
Sangria ritual. That's actually pretty good.
You guys know how Francis Ford Coppola like his start?
I don't know if I do.
He became like notorious for splicing movies with porn.
Oh yeah, I have heard this.
Yeah, that for a while that was called copuling. He would take like these foreign films and then splice porn scenes into the movies and kind of make these fringe. I had no idea.
People want to see.
That's what he was doing before he got a shot directing the spaghetti western.
That is a weird career start for that guy. To go from that to eventually making The Godfather.
Yeah.
What a fucking trajectory.
Well, finding Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Al Pacino
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
was like a heroin addict. He was.
Oh yeah.
He was like he that was the first major movie he was ever in.
Yeah.
Like he was in like a student's like art project film or whatever. Like that was his whole filmography.
That is crazy. Especially when you think of him now and you think of Duncan Sheen.
Great.
Dunkachino.
Well, it looks like we're officially a furry. Is this how furries are made?
I feel like it's much lamer.
What the?
Is this like what happened to all those kids we went to high school with?
They're
Yeah.
I ain't asking for the world. I'm just asking for an 8-ball, $2 million. I finished that Righteous Gemstones show.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you gotta, that is, I mean, we talk about like all the time how there's not enough like great modern comp. Fucking Walton Goggins is playing like the uncle of Danny McBride. Walton Goggins is playing Danny McBride's uncle. So Walton Goggins' character is supposed to be as old as John Goodman's character.
Okay.
So he's got like this, but that's like 25 years older than Walton Goggins actually is, right? So then he starts...
Goggins is kind of an impossible to age man, though.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
So
older than I
distinctive.
think, even.
Well, I don't know. He's so distinctive looking that it's almost like I don't really know anybody else that looks like that guy. I don't
No,
know
that's true.
who he is.
But they put like a big white like hair piece on him, so he looks old or whatever. And then in the last season, he basically gets their megachurch to finance this teen Jesus TV show that he wants to make called Teen Just. Teen Just. What is that? Teen Just? Ain't no Teen Just. It's Teen Just. The way he talks is so funny too. And he gets sick of the teenage actor they have, like playing the character.
That doll's been creeping on her for a while.
Well, that doll tried to warn her.
It is,
Yeah.
it's been
You
warning
gotta
her.
give that doll some credit.
It's almost like don't do it. You'll be a furry.
but he's getting sick of the teenage actor they have playing Jesus in the show, and he's like, I'm gonna play Teen Just from now on. So he's playing this character 20 years older than the actor, and then that character is then trying to play Teen Jesus. It opens up with like a fucking like bully coming by, and he's going like, he's like getting in Jesus' face, and he's like, "We're gonna win that dance contest, Jesus." He's like, "Nah, we got this fucking dance contest in the bag, son." They start doing a dire musical number. He's gifted like the magic to heal from God or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then some dude on crutches like walks by as part of the scene, and he stops and goes, "I got your miracle right here, nerd."
Oh, we do have to work in that scam that mega church pastor was doing.
Oh yeah, which one?
Where he had like his wife would be on like a radio frequency, and he had like an earpiece, and she'd be telling him like all the like they made these people feel what they were praying for and stuff like that, and then she was telling him like, hey, this person has like scoliosis, she's from this town and stuff like that. And he'd be like, is like Angela from blah 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 here today, and they'd be like, oh my god, it's me. It's like, you have arthritis, and then, oh, how did you know?
I think we can work that in.
I like a good mega church scam. I'll start digging into it again.
All right, yeah, I'm down for that. I mean, the Neptari star crystals are a pretty foundational part of
That's
it.
good.
Those are hugely plot relevant.
Some shit I just like threw out like randomly as a joke.
Oh yeah, like fundamental to the entire narrative.
They're like an actual like plausible sci-fi.
Yeah, we like really fucking put some work into like how they play into the narrative and what they do.
That's amazing.
Oh, Alex, just random cool thing that I had found. Did you know that they found the largest ever octopus?
No.
Yeah, it was a from the Cretaceous era. It was a massive, I think, 60-foot long octopus, and like so, it would probably be the largest known cephalopod. And it's also the earliest known octopus.
The earliest known.
Yes.
Wow. So you think about like, from an evolution, like, what did it evolve from, or is it we can't go that far back?
I think it's just that we haven't found fossils of octopuses from further back.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. They would primarily.
Yeah, we only know it from a beak, but based on this beak fossil, it would have had to have been pretty fucking big. Bigger than any current, like, giant squid or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and then, I mean, the ocean floor, we have explored far less of the ocean floor than we have of the universe. Like,
that's true.
Like we know less about what's down there than we... So
in theory...
Getting fossils. Like, but it is interesting to think that the oldest known one we have is the biggest, because that would only make me think that there's a good chance they were bigger even earlier.
It's possible,
because I mean they would have had to go through an evolutionary cycle, so you don't know if you're just catching like the tail, like you're catching something on the down crest evolutionarily.
Right.
And they also know from the beak fossil that it had like a preferential side of its body that it would use for like hunting, because there are more bite marks sort of on the left side than on the right, which is also a marker of high intelligence, because generally only more intelligent animals have like a preferential like side of their body.
Well, you would think it's almost like you would think that there'd almost be some like strategic reason, like you'd have to have enough like strategic reason as a predator to like like if you're always striking from one side or something like that, like you're.
Relatedly, there's a theory that whenever there's a mass extinction, like giant cephalopods, especially from the deep sea, will sort of take over the surface waters, because there's no longer any competition from whales or mosasaurs or whatever the fuck, and so they become the dominant surface predators. Which makes sense. We already know that like sharks don't have shit on like an octopus.
Sharks don't have shit on an octopus.
I mean, that's just true.
No, it is true.
I mean, I told you about that aquarium where they had that octopus, and they put it in the shark tank so that they could clean its original tank, and they're like, oh, well, we're really concerned about this octopus. The sharks might try to eat it.
Right.
And then, like, every day from then on, there was another dead shark in the tank.
Octopus are fucking tricky motherfuckers, man.
You don't fuck with them.
No, they're smart. I mean, if they wanted to, they could probably like poison the sharks or something.
Probably, yeah.
So they have to fucking physically do that.
Well, I mean, there's a different, much smaller octopus that did figure out that if it sprayed water at the lights, it could short out the electrical systems for the entire aquarium.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's too smart. That is too smart.
Man, what horrible shit is this going to be?
Well, she's done being mutilated, at least, I'll tell you that.
That's something. That's something.
We're done with that ritual part.
Does that mean that guy got all mutilated too? Or is he just wearing a mask?
It's unclear, but...
Because I'd be a little annoyed if he got to just wear a fucking mask.
It's not ever explicitly stated, but it's certainly implied. The implication is that this is like the son of the cult leader, who's also kind of being forced into this and being, he being groomed to then be the next cult leader.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, there's a certain sense you get of him maybe not wanting to be part of this, which is why he, like, kind of shows some warmth, like there's like an emotional warmth he's showing
Yeah.
to her while this is going on. Even though he's not stopping it, he's also sort of trying to kind of,
Yeah.
you know? So there's an ambiguity to it. I mean, there's a way in which you could interpret all of the, like, just like Silent Hill 2, there's a way in which you could interpret this whole story as being none of the fantasy stuff happening.
Right.
And it just being a metaphor for the, forced marriage or whatever. And
I like the spiral.
私はあんたの願い通り死んでいなくなるからだから私のことだけ
yeah,
忘れて
we're just coming to the conclusion. You do not fuck with an octopus man. Those motherfuckers are too smart.
Yeah. I mean,
Fucking smart, dude.
There's another thing that I saw where
like
Humboldt.
you know the Humboldt.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you talking about the way that they were able to like at least correlate enough of what they're doing with the light patterns to decipher like a basic language? Of,
Yep,
like, a
that's exactly what I was
left,
gonna bring
on
up.
the right, like
Yeah, like they have theoretically like a sentence structure to the way that their light patterns are
yeah.
formed.
It's wild. And like you, the only reason we understand is we can literally watch those patterns and watch the fact that the commands are being interpreted. And that's a crazy.
And it's like something. Yeah.
We underestimate how much of the human advantage is in the primary.
Yep.
Right.
We massively
It's
underestimate.
crazy looking for a Silent Hill boss, right? It's like a hell
souls
priest.
shit.
It kind of
Like,
is.
this would fit right in.
Like the hand is just the best thing that's ever happened at any point.
Pretty much.
That's primarily where. Like I mean, you think about like elephants and their funeral rites and kind of stuff like that. I mean, like they have a level of intelligence that if you imagine, it's just like, what's an elephant gonna build? Like its foot is fucking huge. Like, how's it gonna do it?
Right.
Oh, got me. The flopping around.
I think dolphins are way smarter.
That's why they're so evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Machiavellian kind of nature.
Machiavellian nature.
Machiavellian dolphin is what you
I mean, they are.
No, you're right.
wrong.
You're right. It's just funny.
They're hedonistic, and like
Yep.
they have things that are like are mirrored in human behavior so much. So it's like, yeah, what's a dolphin gonna build? Like what can he do with a flipper and like the pointy nose? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like you're kind of fucked, no matter how smart you are.
Alex, have you heard this stuff about how dinosaurs might be why mammals age so poorly?
Yeah, that's a new theory that just came out, which is basically that because mammals spent like hundreds of millions of years living in the dark and being preyed upon by extremely efficient dinosaur predators, that they simply didn't have the ability to like reach old age most of the time, and as a result, they slowly built up various negative mutations that affected them more in old age that just weren't like selected against because they didn't reach old age to begin with. And when dinosaurs disappeared, suddenly mammals were in a position where all those mutations caught up to them, and it's why mammals might be the single group that is most affected by like aging.
So,
And-
like, I mean, like, we have is there any reason to believe that we have a good estimate of how old dinosaurs
we don't know.
No, we
Yeah.
have no.
They recently found a T-Rex that they think was much older than the previous estimate of how like old they
No
could
shit.
get was. I think their previous estimates had been that like all these things must die off by the time they reach like 30 or something, and they found one that was like more like 50.
Okay.
So they had to readjust the
I
estimate.
guess I'm curious how you would set a baseline for any. It's not like extreme, because they don't have like what their development looks like, or what growth looks like.
We understand like them going from being juveniles to adults fairly well, but we don't know like how long they could live. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's complete mystery.
That's very interesting. If you think about, I mean, reptiles, like how how long they can live. Like, depending on the crocodiles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. Look at, I mean, other sea
turtles,
life too.
like turtles, living things.
But they're like a shark that's like 400.
Oh yeah, there are
Yeah.
some. There are some.
Yeah, there are whales there.
Mhm. Yeah, that Greenland. Are they whales or? I
think they're whales.
Something around there. Something around there. They estimated to be 100 years.
That's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
見たくなかった
I would assume
リンコの
that dinosaurs are aged similarly to birds,
Okay,
but
I mean that's
birds
a
is a huge range, though. I mean, you've got birds that live 10 years, you've got birds that live 80 years.
お別れにされして
Interesting.
私たちはようやく本音を語
Yeah, I find the whole thing it's interesting because like when you think about it, I mean, mammals do fall apart when they get old.
It is just a fact that mammals are more affected by aging than any other group.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah, we might live a long time, but our bodies get fucking desiccated.
Yeah.
Well, also,
清水ひな子は
like
消えたね
us living a long time is a relatively like
お幸せに
Well, that also.
True,
That's
true.
like I mean medicine has extended like we're kind of hijacking like just the
Yeah.
longevity. People
No, you're
did-
right.
I mean,
You're
in
right.
medieval times, people lived to be 70. Like you'll hear
It would
things
happen.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean pretty commonly because people will say, like they always talk about like the average mortality of the age, but like there were person probably lived to be like 60, like 70. But that's like think about animals in captivity versus animals. Like I mean, if humans still had to live,
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You think?
No, dude, that shit sucks.
A lot of countries like have the physical laborers, like people who do like physical labor. Their
Yeah.
retirement age is 55. 'Cause
Right.
Just like they recognize the fact that like if you do that, you run yourself down. Like,
Right. Which, I mean, go America. It's fucking making people work into their fucking 70s.
yeah, well, yeah.
君は
I mean- ひな子だ We're just at the end of the fiat system. They can't survive anymore.
Oh, it is crumbling.
Like
Actively.
the unbacked money, which is why like commodities is everything right now. Like think about the levels on which every industry, every country is freaking out about like the pure acid, like the molecules that create modern society, man. Like
Right.
from copper prices to the rare earth shit to like what's going on with oil right now.
Yeah?
Like nat gas. Like that's all that matters now. Like this is what happens when the post World War II order like breaks down.
Right.
Everybody right now is scrambling for stuff. Like it's kind of scary.
It is scary. I mean, it's the most like it is the most like the structure of the world has changed in a long time.
And we have
I mean,
the
watching
impending
it happen.
population crisis where all the old fucks are hitting retirement age and there just aren't enough people.
At least
to support
at
them.
least the U.S. has like 20 years of demographics to coast on, and
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
But Europe
But,
and
like,
Asia.
Europe and Asia.
Oh, it's like in the next 10
Man,
to 15
shit.
years, dude.
It's like the bomb is going on right.
Yeah.
Like, even China's feeling it, dude. You think about how many.
They're feeling it some of the hardest.
Yeah, I know. You know how fast the population of that country is.
Very. Extremely.
And somehow they still have extremely high youth. Like, dude, the problem is they can replace the U.S. with customers, but I mean, like America is just kind of suckers, dude. Like we pay whatever. Like
いつまでここにいる気
them trying to export to like Asia, or, like India and Africa, and, like Southeast Asia. Those people are like, no, we're not paying. Like, we're not paying that. We don't want like the dumb shit. Like you.
The fuck? What is
Ew.
that?
不思議な感じ
It's a crow tengu.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Soldier Blue? How you doing?
お互い様
What's going on?
that is the creepiest Tengu I've ever seen.
I know, that mask is like, it looks like a deadite face,
Yeah.
how intense it is.
I like Tengu normally. Normally they're kind of fun, but this is just horrible.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it is Silent Hill.
Yeah, I know.
I try to make it as fucked up as possible.
あなたが生かされたということはここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね
迷い
mean, outside of like this, I think Tengu might be my favorite sort of Japanese folklore creature.
They actually are pretty cool. Yeah. That was that Tokyo Ghostwire game where you fight more classically
Yeah,
mythological
yeah.
looking
Yeah.
versions of those things. That does. I like that game. I mean,
It had
I don't think the main story was great.
Nah.
But I liked a lot of the little side quest stories, like the little individual haunting things. I thought were all
I like the
really
world.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
just exploring the environment, I think, was really good, and I thought,
It had great speed.
yeah, it's like a very good like 7 out of 10 sort of experience. I think because like the gameplay, I think maybe they could have given you like 1 or 2 more different like types of energy blasts or something because it does get a little repetitive.
Yeah.
But like the style and like the look of it, I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think honestly, I ended up liking that game more than its general sort of average review did.
Yeah.
But, well, all those injuries are not with us back
Well,
in
see,
the
that's
real
why
world.
that's why I like that you play the game. That was a lot. Not as effective.
お姉ちゃんの言う通り
By the way, Alex, we got a game that we should play sometime soon that I think you will enjoy.
待ってて
Have you heard of
This
Mouse
is
PI?
said unsarcastically.
Yeah, I'm sarcastic.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking shit this time.
Okay. I was worried it was going to
It's no.
No. He's
that.
being serious.
Okay.
Yeah, have you heard of Mouse PI at all?
No.
Oh yeah, it's sort of like a boomer shooter Doom. Sort
It's
of,
like Doom
more
meets
like
Cuphead.
Quake, really, but yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, it's set entirely like that 1930s style.
It's like the rubber leg.
Yep, rubber hose animation. Everybody's like a mouse, literally a mouse. But the thing is, too, is like I would say there's a strong dose of like Bioshock mixed in because it's like a very like surprisingly well written like political allegory.
Yeah, it's weirdly good writing for the kind of game it is.
Like you'd expect it to be like
It
probably
could have
not.
just been you shoot mice and that's the game.
Yeah, it's like a fun art style.
but
and
they
that's it.
actually put a lot of work into the writing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and it's got like a lot. It's got like a lot of really great platforming mechanics. Like, we'll see, man. I would personally count 2020 as the last year of the 2010s, right? Because that's like the 10 number equivalent,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
In the number sequence. Since because Doom Eternal came out in 2010, I would say that doesn't count when I say this. But I think Mouse PI might be my favorite first-person shooter of the decade, of this deck, because Doom Eternal I think is better, but like
Yeah.
it's I would like to at some point.
Come on.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. Great art style, great just, like everything.
It's just it does sound like so unique that it just makes me happy with what gaming can.
Oh yeah, I mean in some ways it's another almost clear obscure type experience where it's like a company that's much smaller is able to. I mean, I think that's the other thing is like there's just a level of polish to it that I wasn't expecting.
Well, what's interesting is apparently this wasn't even like a gaming studio originally. It was like an animation studio, and they had like taken some contract that like fell out from them. And they had like nothing to do for a while, so they're like, "Well, why don't we try making a game?" And so this was their first swing in the game, and it came out as pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that it's their first fucking attempt because
I mean, like, you have to give some of the technology and the evolving software, giving
oh yeah. I mean,
I'm so glad that that's taking you something.
Yeah,
yeah, no, I mean, fucking.
it is nice that we've had like a crop of indie and middleware developers sort of coming to mainstream.
Oh yeah.
What I'm hoping, what that makes me really hopeful for is we get like kind of a wider environment. It's a long time to make one game, and got less like game.
お前の苦しみはお前の選択だ私は前へ進む
Yeah, I
The video games, it's like the ultimate place to be a man. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think it's the art form capable of accomplishing the most things at once.
Yeah. It has a lot in common with animation that way.
Yeah, I mean that's. It is rare to see people go truly insane with animation, but when they do,
I mean, it's sort of a culture by culture thing too, right? Because like Japan goes crazy with animation every day. I feel
Oh, yeah.
like.
True with that.
But it's like an accepted art style there, whereas
Right.
it's still kind of a weird like sense in the West, like it's just for kids.
Right. Which is so annoying to me, but whatever.
Like, what's that movie, Forbidden Planet? Like,
Yeah, from Fantastic.
You talking about
Fantastic
Fantastic Planet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the French movie.
yeah, that shit. Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
that's one of my favorite films, to be honest.
Yellow Submarine. Just like how mythological. Yeah, with animation. Like, you might as well.
Well, and hopefully our book eventually gets that sort of treatment.
That's the dream, man. If we can get an adaptation that's animated.
An animated adaptation with Danny McBride in the voice cast, I could die happy. That is like how I know we made it. Is if it's animated and Danny McBride is involved.
It's a concept that you just couldn't do any other way, I think.
Oh fuck no, fuck no. You absolutely could not do it, like our whole thing at all. Fucking live action, it would never work.
新しい武器を見つけなきゃ。
Doing fine. Only one of them's just about broken. Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see that Ukraine carried out another massive attack on Russia's navy and oil infrastructure?
I did not, but I'm not surprised, I guess.
Yeah, they blew up a bunch of tankers. They blew up a missile ship. They blew
Okay.
up refineries. So,
Yeah, I mean, they've been able to strike so thin to Russia. That's the craziest thing about modern warfare, I think, is that, like, the biggest advantage countries had coming out of World War II was having a massive
yeah.
Yeah.
the size of Russia broke Germany.
Mhm.
The size of China broke Japan.
Mhm.
Like, you would just retreat into the hinterland. And there was just no way for these smaller countries, no matter what their populations were, to occupy that.
And even into the Cold War, it wasn't really possible to make strategic strikes into Russia or into the U.S.
Yeah, exactly. And the world has shrunk that.
Mhm.
I mean, you're talking about, like, so much of modern warfare is dependent on space. Like, I mean, that's the big thing now is, like, the biggest thing that Iran has right now is the fact that the Chinese and the Russians are giving Iran backdoor data to, like, their satellites and
Yes.
their positioning data and stuff like that. And that was the U.S.'s big advantage going into the war was that they had all of that information already. Like, they just made a massive number of strikes on pretty important infrastructure. And apparently, like, they just feed that shit through AI now. It's just,
That might get him in trouble.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's all possible. But, like, the problem is Iran, like, the U.S. terrorized Iran to the point, like, that they're just, like, it's just fragmented now.
Right.
And the IRGC picks off, like, everybody who negotiates. So, like, it's just, it's stable. Like, I don't even
Hey, Alex, have you ever thought that Star Trek needed a plot line about school bullies?
No.
Oh yeah, we didn't really even get to that itself.
See, I'm trying to be real.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you don't have to watch it yourself, at least, right?
we're not going to make you do that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if I could endure you guys telling me some of what happened,
武器が壊れかけてる。
I could hear about that.
もう少しだけ持ってくれ。
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not that bad.
No, the Flash look is way better.
like that lightning bolt sword fight type.
Ugh.
That was I think dumber than anything I've seen in Academy so far.
Yeah.
Not to say Academy isn't trying its damn hardest to get
We
there.
struggled through that most recent episode we watched.
Oof, yeah, that was hard.
Episode 5, I think.
Yeah, that was I think
Oh,
it was the
God.
halfway point.
So it's become a painful experience at this point.
It's sometimes it's funny, like there's the episode about the kind of like bitchy Klingon that yeah, he's his whole character arc is that he's a bitch, right?
Yeah.
And like
What?
yeah, so
he's like a failure of a player.
yeah. And so apparently like the entire Klingon species is like almost extinct now for some reason. They never
The modern Star Trek, I feel like, keeps doing that with like every big
Yeah.
species. It's like, oh, they're mostly gone.
yeah, like
We save money on makeup.
pretty much, yeah.
That is definitely some of what's going on there.
Yeah, because that started with the Romulan, right?
Yeah, they did that to the Romulans first.
It's like, okay, you can do it once, but then they just did it all the time.
They'd be like, oh, space is just people now.
Pretty much. But yeah, so the Klingons are like all their planets blew up at the same time. I guess they don't explain why, and so the episode is just like, wow, there's only a couple Klingons left, and they all live on this like dumb desert planet where they're like space Amish now. Like they have like bows and arrows. Like they don't even use like guns anymore.
Okay.
And like they like outright refuse to use medicine because it's like
yeah,
evil
they like
technology.
what was it? What is the term Christian when they like super don't use the medicine and stuff?
Oh, damn, I can't
I
think of the
don't know.
term. either.
Rastafarians. That's what got me.
There you go. Yeah,
He
they're
like Bob Marley stubbed his toe
ここは
because he wouldn't get the infection.
移植されてない
yeah. That's pretty much what the
That's what the Klingons are.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a whole scene where so this main Klingon guy he sucks and everybody hates him. His like brother dies from some easily treatable poison that they like refuse to give him medicine for.
And the bitch Klingon is like a doctor, right?
Yeah.
So he's standing there and he's like, I know how to treat this. And they're like, no, don't you fucking dare touch him.
Medicine is forbidden. And then, like, they, like, take him out to the woods, and they're like, you're gonna learn to hunt instead of be a doctor, because fuck you. And he's supposed to, like, shoot an arrow at a hawk, but he, like, refuses. So, like, the dad Klingon, like, freaks out, and, like, then picks up the bow and tries to shoot the hawk, misses, freaks out more. It's
He
just,
literally like misses the shot, and then he, like throws himself in the sun's face and just goes like,
and then they just fly away and leave the sun behind.
yeah, they just kind of abandon him on that planet, like Bruce
Because
Lee.
medicine is forbidden, but spaceships are not.
Yeah, they can use spaceships, but they can't use medicine.
Man, that sounds like the fucking Mennonites with the natural gas refrigerators.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. And so this fucking Klingon...
with the fucking man cave in the basement because they're allowed to have TVs underground.
Yep.
Because God can't see
Because God can't see in
it.
your basement.
I don't know how they justify that, but yeah.
I guess they say God can't see them in the basement.
Yeah,
I always
guess
thought
so.
it was amazing when the Amish and the Mennonites and stuff would come to the amusement park at MOA. He's riding the road.
So good. It's like the Taliban.
Yeah.
They like them roller coasters too.
Fucking swan boats and eat ice cream and shit. That kind of makes me happy.
And they had the fucking RPGs and stuff still.
Yeah, they're like in full like Taliban gear, just eating some soft serve ice cream cones.
That was pretty great.
But yeah, so this Klingon decides to join Starfleet and wear a dress and like no really. And then he like does like these debate club things because they have a debate club.
Oh, bro,
They do. They
shut the
have a.
fuck up.
There's.
Shut the fuck up. See, this is why I didn't want to have this conversation. You're telling me it's like the High School Musical of Star Trek?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck you, dude. Like, I don't care about
It's
that.
the 90210 of Star Trek.
Literally.
No, shut up. Dude.
The whole episode is about them like doing like college pranks with the war college.
Yeah,
What, you're telling me there's like a foot fetish thing?
yeah. Yeah, Holly Hunter is like
She's like the captain.
You're convince me that Dan Schneider didn't direct this show. It sounds like iCarly, dude. Like, shut up.
Yeah, it's iCarly, but in space.
Ew. Debate club
Yeah.
for the bitchy thing on.
Yeah, and he's such a bitch that he's like having like nervous breakdowns like in the middle of these debates.
Yeah, they're making him do debate club, but he's having panic attacks, dude.
Could the stakes
Panic
be
attacks.
lower?
He's got anxiety.
Could the stakes in the Star Trek show be lower? My God.
He gets really bad anxiety.
And he's like arguing in favor of his own species extinction.
Yeah, it's like, you have to let us go extinct because it's what we want to do.
Oh my God, dude, sound like Greenpeace. Shut up.
Star
You
Trek
guys
now.
lied to me. You said this wouldn't make me angry.
I didn't know. We didn't say that. We said it wasn't maybe as terrible as the stupid lightsaber lightning bolt fight in the Flash. We didn't say it wouldn't make you angry.
Why would anybody want this out of a Star Trek show?
I don't know,
We were
but
just complaining about how, like, Deep Space Nine was like a poorly executed workplace.
yeah.
Like, you're telling me now that this is like a Nickelodeon, like, teen-focused live-action show for Star Trek. Like,
Yeah.
that's lower, dude. Like, that's why would anyone watch this?
And
What are the ratings?
Well,
Oh, terrible.
It's already been canceled.
Good.
It does have a second season on the way, though.
That's only because they like ordered 2 seasons when they greenlit.
Yeah, it was
or
already in
whatever.
production.
So there'll be a season 2, but then it's definitely just gone.
Wow.
It might be the last Star Trek thing for a while.
I think it actually might have the same effect that Enterprise had at the time, where it's just like nobody wants Star Trek for a while because of how bad this one show was.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta wonder what Paramount's gonna do now.
I mean, they're trying to fucking get HBO. And we'll see. They might succeed.
Well, Netflix backed out, right?
Netflix backed out and got a huge payout for backing out.
Yeah.
They made
That's a
shitload
kind of a
money.
baller move. Like they bid HBO up, and then they just like took off with the like $10 billion breakup fee.
Basically.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, then the episode after that is like kind of like a Pork Chungus thing, where
Oh yeah, major Quirk Chungus vibes.
you have this really obnoxious character who never shuts up and always says stupid stuff.
Oh
And-
dude, she's really pretty awful.
And so like the entire episode is like her wandering around saying dumb quirky stuff. And like the fucking screen will pause and there'll be like stick figures drawn on the screen.
It's like the infographics in the first shitty Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah. It's all like grade school, like, like lettering and colors and
See,
shit.
bro, look at this. She's practically a spider.
You gotta count the limbs now, yeah.
I don't even agree. I just
How many limbs though, Sage?
This thing's
I
practically.
think only 4.
I don't think so. I see at least 6.
Oh, I see at least 6.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 is fine. That's still not 8.
No, there's 8, dude. There's 8, dude. There's 8.
Yeah, there's 8, dude.
Nah,
It's
those
technically
are
a
not.
spider.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like when those spiders get eggs all over them, they walk around.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It actually does.
No.
That's.
No.
This is a secret spider game the whole
Yeah,
time.
that
It's really not.
No.
It's so not.
That's good.
She was covered in those spiders.
Alex is just trying to distract from hearing more about Star Trek.
Yes, no, that's true.
He just don't want to hear about
She
Star
was
Trek.
covered in those red spider leaves. Like, you were picking. I told you that's a big part of the game.
Yeah, that was the spider pick me.
He's trying so hard to not hear about Star Trek.
Bro, it's bad.
Oh, trust me. I mean, I know. We watched it.
Did you know that the main guy
half of it.
from Deep Space Nine becomes like Mohammed in like the Star Trek universe? He's like this religious figure you're not allowed to draw pictures of. That's explained in Star Trek.
Yeah, the captain of Deep Space Nine is basically become Muhammad now.
So of course this obnoxious Pork Chungus character has to walk into this like
And
temple.
everybody's starving, right? Like that's the
yeah.
Well, we're watching the people that go to like a nice school that don't have to worry about food.
Yeah, they're fine, but the rest of the galaxy is starved.
Okay, so like I mean, like Star Trek's on the verge of like a French Revolution right now. Or something like what?
It seems like one happened off screen.
Yeah. They
You know
never
what
talk
this
about
sounds
it.
Like this sounds like Descendants.
You're not wrong.
Shit.
If no one hates that more than Michael, we'll have to bring that up next time
Good
we're
point.
watching it.
There is a prolonged scene of like an opera or whatever.
Yeah, there wasn't a weird opera scene. I don't know
Bro,
why.
it sounds so tiresome. Like
It is.
I don't want to hear.
And then there's like an obnoxious shoehorned romance plot between like the main
Can we
guy.
talk about how Sage is playing this?
I don't know. We're talking about Star Trek Academy.
This spider pregnancy simulator right now. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no.
That did look like a pregnant spider. It's
No,
right.
it
That ain't limbs. That ain't limbs.
If we're gonna count all those little dangly bits, it had like 12 limbs.
No, it had a couple
No.
bigger things.
Yeah, there are some limbs. as
We'll
opposed to
count
dangles.
next time. Ulysses was telling me all about an octopus, so I know he can count that. I trust him. He's an expert.
You know, there's a 7-armed octopus, which I don't know why they don't just call it a septopus at that point.
Yeah, it seems like the name's then wrong, right? Like,
How's it?
I think it only has 7.
it's just genuinely only has stuff. Interesting.
It's weird.
I guess.
Fuck you.
I guess at a certain point, like you've been calling it like 5 for so long, that you find a 7-armed one, but it's kind of like the snakes with legs.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. I mean, it's definitely a snake, but it does have legs. I don't know what to tell you, man. But otherwise, snake. Like we ground one up and like analyzed its DNA. It's a snake.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
it's
Do you think snakes with legs like surfing?
I bet they do.
I bet they do. I bet they kill him.
ちも
You know,
That's a study we gotta run. If I ever get rich, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the most pointless zoological studies ever.
Well, that's what science does.
Exactly. I could get plenty of grant money for it, probably.
they did give those toucans cocaine.
They gave toucans cocaine.
I don't know. They
Is that how Toucan
I-
Sam was
I
born?
literally
Follow your nose.
I literally can't remember what happened. I think it was a bird of some kind, but yeah, we did a study on giving birds cocaine.
What was the result? They freaked out? Like, I feel like that only goes one way.
I don't know. I just know the government granted it. I don't know what it was.
Of course they
did.
Fucking hell.
どういうこと廊下襖間取りが全部変わってる
But I mean, like, Toucan and Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You might be on a few different
Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
Can you really smell cereal? Like it?
I mean, unless it's like really stinky cereal.
Like does any cereal smell super strongly? It's like dog food for humans.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
もしもし
Ugh.
Doesn't
That's
have
funny.
like this kind of like smell that like fills the whole room. Like
Yeah, unless you're getting like one of those really weird flavored ones, which are like probably questionable to eat in the first place, it shouldn't smell that strong.
like
Cheerios to me smell like piss.
oh. Do you eat Cheerios?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's why I specifically.
I love the taste of these piss flavored Cheerios.
That's every time somebody else has them around me. I'm
Somebody
like,
honey nutted in my Cheerios.
That's good. That's good. Oh shit.
Nice.
I like Fruity Pebbles. They have like somewhat of a smell, but like you kind of have to put your face down to the bowl.
Yeah, you gotta get real close.
It's not like a candle. Like somebody cracks open a bag of like Cocoa Puffs.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll have you know that I can smell pissy Cheerios from 2 rooms over. It smells.
You sure that wasn't just somebody pissing in their Cheerios?
No, man, it's happened so many times, and yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know what it is, man, but they just do not smell good. At least to me. I don't know if it's like
Like
some
your
people.
cilantro.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
good
say.
point, good
yeah,
point.
because some people it's like cilantro tastes like soap, right? And
Yeah.
I fucking love cilantro.
Yeah,
I
like
know
cilantro.
I love cilantro too. I'm so glad I don't have whatever that thing is.
But yeah, no, that's a legit genetic mutation. Like
Mhm.
they've been able to identify, like that people, like they have a different taste bud structure.
I know
Yeah, that
that
is interesting.
there is some sort of weird grass that grows in the summer that, like, when I smell it, it stinks like hell. I call it stink grass because it just smells that bad. You can smell it blocks away, and it's like something died. And other people can't smell it at all.
That is
Interesting.
interesting, man. I guess you think about the fact that that our sense organs are so like multi-factory, like
Yeah.
like the individual like fibers in your nose that and the fact that they can die or get like weaker and have like different structures and stuff. So one smell might affect somebody more than others.
Mhm.
People have like different taste bud configurations.
Well, and because they die and regrow. I mean, certain things. I mean, like will like change whether you even like something or not. Like I used to be like very, very disliking of blue cheese.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Really didn't like it. Just did not fucking work for me. And
I love
then, but that's the thing is, I do now.
yeah.
And just there was just a day came, and I was like, I just was like, well, let me give it a shot. It's been a while, and I was like, oh, I love this now, and I like it genuinely. It's just like,
Yeah. I mean, there is something to having to like try something a few times before you really like
well, I think what it is too is every 7 years you basically have whole new taste buds.
it.
And if you have tried a particular thing like a bunch of times and not liked it, when your taste buds all regrow and like reform and shit, you're more likely to be. It's like the stuff that you
Yeah.
tried and didn't like is more likely to be something that you turn around on. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but
Well, I mean, every one of your like individual sense organs are like connected to like neurologically, like to specifically. So, I mean, in some ways, you're retraining your brain on stuff like that.
right.
It's crazy how much like mental, like the placebo effect. Like when people like discount like things for having like the placebo effect, it's like, well, maybe like encourage people to believe that they can survive. Like if it seems to actually have a measurable impact.
Right.
Like it's like just people believing that they have a chance actually like has a measurable impact on their health.
You got to wonder how much of that is like tied into the sort of like quantum mechanics, like people's perception of reality can like change. Seems to be able to
I
like
always
change things on a quantum level.
I always think like the like the like psychological phenomenon that makes me think that the most is like that kind of Freud's accident prone individual kind of concept, like people who basically somehow sabotage themselves like during like massive amounts of like they focus on how terrible everything's gonna go and then everything goes terribly, like it's like a self-fulfilling like prophecy.
Right. I mean, if you're just kind of negative all the time and expect nothing but negative things, period, then it is. I mean,
Yeah,
hell, even if it doesn't truly change an outcome, it feels like. I mean, at the very least, your attitude about it is going to consistently be fucking
But you're going to notice the negative things more and discount the positive things.
hyper focus.
Right.
Yeah, and you just like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Sure.
開かない待ってろなんでここ
fighting red light.
追いつけ
As we know, only good things come from mysteriously red lit rooms.
So there's a couple of doors over here.
You know that Amsterdam's considering like closing up its entire red light district and making like one giant skyscraper brothel.
Skyscraper brothel.
Man, that could provide like the saddest 9/11
That's good.
Today we recognize be saddest. No. The saddest ending for thousands of people.
You know,
It was not, in fact, a happy ending.
You know, some dude would be like in there, like, you know, he's like fucking or whatever, and you could see the plane coming out the window, and he's like, God damn it, I gotta finish.
I gotta go fast.
Yeah, now he said that it's gonna happen someday.
I hope not.
We do have an odd habit of predicting things.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is her. Basically, it's the same map. It's like her house again.
Okay.
There's like I think there's like 3 variations, but
どう
It
な
is
っ
a
て
big
るの
house.
well, when she came into, she was saying it's different or it doesn't look right. So it's like changing on her.
So, I mean, like, Ghost World real estate seems like it's a pretty good deal.
It's very realistic.
What else happened in Star Trek Academy?
Well, like I said, there was the whole like Frank competition episode with the fucking War College.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
That was like people just like teleporting each other around the place, which apparently you can just do. I don't know how this is because there's like a major crime Star Trek land, but you can just teleport people naked into classrooms and whatever. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, it turns into like an early 2000s. It like starts taking on like the traits of like an early 2000s comedy or something, where they're like, yeah, doing all these like ridiculous pranks to each other.
I'm sorry, dude. It just sounds like Disney Channel bullshit. Like it's making me angry. So I don't want to hear about it. Like so, they're like pulling pranks, like teleporting like naked people in front of class.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But there's a Vulcan bully. It's like bullying.
Just
Bullying is very logical.
yeah, there's like a lot of bullying going on. It's a very bullying
What,
heavy show.
This is like a coming of age type. What is this?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of obnoxious loser characters who all like have to like confront their stupidity, I guess, and become full Starfleet cadets or
So
whatever.
what's the production?
That's probably the only good part of the show is that like from an effects and like set design perspective, it does actually look pretty good.
They spend a lot of money on it, clearly,
Yeah, they definitely spent money on it,
but
that's like
I
the
could
only thing.
argue it was probably very misspent. Like, there's a lot of dumb scenes, like random robots flying around in the background. Like,
A lot of those look pretty bad.
it's like some shit from like Star Wars Special Edition or
思い
whatever.
出せない
Or
Yeah.
it's just crap flying around in the background.
Yeah, that looks
in
bad.
Space and
Well, like when it comes to like the rooms that they're standing in or like lighting and stuff, it's like that those parts of it look good.
Star Trek.
it's been lost for a while.
I know.
Mhm.
Picard was, I think we were considering the worst one out of all of them up until we watched this.
Yeah, this might be worse. I mean, Picard is still horrible, but this isn't really doing anything to win us over.
It doesn't sound logical. Like, at least Disney Channel live action shows were targeting like 13-year-old girls. Like these plot lines don't sound any more sophisticated than that.
They're not. To be honest, it's like
It might be less sophisticated in certain exist.
every other episode has been like, there'll be an episode that is like kind of funny to watch, like the one where the Klingons are all bitches now. But then the episode after it will be like
Kurt
abysmal.
Chungus.
Yeah. Like, oh man, that was horrible. Oh yeah, this hologram chick who never shuts up. Like, she has like this like little thing you can just pull up to like set her to whatever you want. So they set her to be like super drunk.
Yeah, because they all go to a bar and she's like, well, I can't actually drink, so put my settings to drunk.
And then she just acts like a complete spaz for the entire episode.
It's so unpleasant.
And And this is someone who is supposed to be the representative of her, like, species of hologram life or whatever the fuck. And they're, like, all counting on her to, you know, come away with this special, like, I don't know, what even was it? Like, the hologram god talks to her in her head.
It's like they're trying to decide whether or not they want to reintegrate with like other species or like organic species
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, and it's just kind of.
And then she's like, well, I got drunk and I learned about this space Muhammad guy. And the fucking hologram Jesus is like, okay, that sounds good.
If you can learn about Space Jesus or Hologram Jesus or Muhammad or whatever the fuck, then I guess you've learned a place among our holograms.
バカ野郎お前何度言ったらわかるんだ
すみませんすみませんね
お前味ちゃんと見てんのか薄すぎんだよこんなの茶色いの見んじゃねえかこんなこともまともにできないのか
Yeah, this guy's kind of an asshole.
いやいや
何の価値があるんだ
やめてよいつもいつもいい加減にして
うるせえ親にその言い方は何だ引っ込んでろ
お母さんもお母さんだよちゃんと言い返せばいいじゃないお父さんもそんなに気に入らないなら自分で作ればいいでしょ上手なんでしょお料理
ひなこやめてお父さんにそんな言い方しないで
I hope we get to take this axe to the father's head
ひ
at
な
some
こはいい
point.
から早く
Well,
学校に
we
行きな
can't. We can't.
Oh, good.
There is an
悪
opportunity.
いのは全部お父さんだよ
ひなこお父さんにそんなこと言うもんじゃないよ早く行きな早く
お父さんも嫌いだったけどお母さんも好きじゃなかったな
Yeah, we still got 5 more episodes of this fucking show to go.
And another season at some point.
Yep.
I mean, I think we're sparing you the the majority of that experience, Alex.
Hey, you're just getting the highlights.
Yeah, you're just getting some highlights. You don't really have to worry about it.
Sound like her.
That's the crazy thing. These are the closest thing to highlights the show has.
Yeah, Enterprise is legitimately the better show.
At least that episode where the guy was pregnant, the Klingons were pointing at his face, laughing at him, was really funny.
Yeah, I love the contrast. We've gone from Klingons pointing and laughing at, like, a pregnant dude to Klingons in, like, dresses being, like, afraid to argue for their own species' right to exist. Star Trek has truly changed.
Yeah, it's something else.
Shit, what else has happened recently?
Man, I feel like there's always a lot of stuff going on. We kind of already caught Alex up just on sort of the stuff we've been doing for the book.
Yes.
Man, I can't wait for that event.
Yeah, that's coming up quick. Only, like, less than 2 weeks.
We'll see if we manage to, how much we manage to sell.
Yeah. That'll be an interesting experiment.
We're bringing 20 with us. I feel like with like generally 30K people attending it, I feel like I think there's a good chance we sell all the copies we bring with us.
That'd be awesome. And especially if we can get some online sales too. Give people business cards.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I should have brought them business cards to show off too. But...
Oh yeah. Well, I know Alex said you were planning on trying to stop by during the event, so we'll
I know
sure
Tim
we'll have
said
some.
he'd pop by too.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see if he's if something like happens to his like spine that day.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something.
we talk about 9/11. That's what those motherfuckers going to be hit by a plane someday. I don't wish it upon him, but it just seems to be his fate.
I don't know how he just has like the worst luck imaginable all
Did
the
I
time.
tell you about his computer burned down?
Yeah.
Did you know that his hard drive got like destroyed too? So he lost all his data. It was like 2 terabytes worth of data.
That's
And this is like a new time from
Yeah.
recently after, like, at the end of 2024 when it happened.
Mhm.
yeah. That
開き
really,
そうなところがある
And then you told him about the other thing that happened, right?
Which thing?
The thing with his hip or whatever.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, like I forget exactly how it happened, but basically he tore a major muscle.
I think he's just playing kickball.
Injury kickball, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he can't walk right now.
holy shit.
Yeah. So that's gonna take months to heal.
これ
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be like a quick, little, easy thing. It's going to take some time.
I feel for him.
Yeah. He is extremely unlucky.
He is prone to injury.
Yeah, that really sucks. Yeah, I feel for you, Tim.
We did manage to get in a Warhammer stream just this last week.
That's good.
So he's got his computer working, at the very least.
For the moment.
For the moment.
I mean, I hope another fucking Warhammer level doesn't burn it down, because that's what happened last time.
Right? That fucker.
Starting to look like the last of
It kind of does. Yeah. God damn it.
them.
Ceilings. You bitch. Oh, bitch, get out the way. Uh... Oh, great. Goddamn shitting on the ceiling.
Yeah, the architecture fucked you up more than anything.
Oh, thank you. Get out of here. There you go. My face.
まずいな武器が壊れそうだ
The game could provide me some more fucking weapons then.
You could take an axe to that chick that pushed us down the stairs.
Well, that's what the fire priest thing was. It was like sort of just like the other boss was that other girl.
Sure.
It was sort of a fucking bitch. Good lord. Die!
こんな時に
Okay. This one for now.
You always annoy me a little bit. Souls like games because I always use spears when I can, but because of their length, it's easy to poke them into a wall. And then...
Just get fucked during that combat encounter. Yeah, one of these days. I mean, one of these days we got to get you a PlayStation so we can all do like we can fucking do like a Bloodborne playthrough.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I do want to play that one.
It is legitimately like, especially if you feel like some people feel like Sekiro is too different to be like technically be a Souls game, which I can understand, especially if you're not counting that one. Man, I truly think that Bloodborne is the best one. That's somewhere. Where's that little motherfucker?
So what? What are we looking for?
There it is.
Ugh. Ew. I don't like that.
It's unpleasant looking block of wax.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, it's just nasty. Oh yeah, you can feel free to move the book too.
If you need another one of these, I can pour some more.
I actually think we will finish the first run of this today.
Really?
Yeah.
That far in?
It's the thing is especially because I know where I'm going, it's not that long of a game. I mean, you really get the playtime out of it because it's got the multiple endings and like the new game plus stuff changes. I mean, like, what's that? Oh. Yeah. There you go. Oh, bitch, get out the way. This like room that's like weirdly like repeated over and over definitely looks like some sort of marriage room or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese version of living space.
It kind of it's got a bit of that. I mean, to be honest, Silent Hill is probably one of the originators of that sort of
for sure
vibe and sort of type of thing.
Did you tell Alex about all the backroom shit?
I haven't, honestly. Yeah, I guess not. I've sort of deep dived into. I mean, have you heard of that before? Like that term, the backrooms?
Yeah, a little bit.
I kind of deep dived into it, and it's honestly got a lot more going on than you maybe would expect. It's pretty fascinating. Like, it's very sort of oldest house control-y feeling. Like, when you really get into it and sort of extra, this idea of like an extra dimensional space that is sort of, you have like a company or group trying to like scientifically take and like use for commercial purposes. I guess that's a little more like Umbrella Corporation. But it's interesting. There's like a lore and like a mythos to it that is more complex or more seems to suggest and hint at a lot more interesting stuff than I would have thought, at least originally. And there's like a movie coming out very soon. From like a very particular person who's been making these like short films for a couple of years.
Basically ever since they were like in high school.
Yeah, the guy started doing it in high school and they're like very high quality. It's like Blender animation with like a filter over it, and it's like first person, so it's like looks like sort of a found footage-ish sort of thing. But because he's able to do it with Blender animation and then filter it, it looks like hyper realistic, and it just looks like actual footage. It's good. It's legitimately a really cool sort of new little horror thing. Come on.
Yeah, there's some good horror stuff.
This decade has been especially good for horror.
Maybe it's just COVID.
Yeah, I mean, probably in part, some people probably were really just feeling some type of way.
That is going to be interesting to sort of trace the sociological effects of the COVID lockdown on like people for the next decades.
Oh, dude, I mean, even longer than that, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, with the kids that basically
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
go to school for that whole period of time and, like, missed out on all of that, like, developmental shit.
So AI is probably fucking with them a lot harder than COVID was.
The fact that they've got a double whammy of both
Yeah,
things is pretty fucked up.
Well, it'll be interesting to see like what happens as AI improves the future. Because you are seeing like Palantir, that company that does all that shit for the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Fucking evil company.
The guy who runs that company said
Peter Thiel?
No, I mean like the CEO.
Oh, okay.
So Peter Thiel like owns it, but doesn't own it.
Okay.
But the CEO was saying that what they're looking for right now is like unique psychological they've decided they're not even really interested in people who are smarter than they see all those people as replaceable, and they're looking for like neural.
Do you remember me telling you about that anime Psychopaths, where like the AI that does like all the thought crime shit in the city turns out to be a matrix of like serial killers' brains that have all been? That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Because that's like the whole plot of that show is like that the serial killer's doing all the shit, but their thought crime things can't like read him, and that's why they want to like induct him into their fucking hive mind.
What he said is that he doesn't care about like degrees or any of that anymore. He just wants like neurodivergent people to like apply and like have like an hour-long interview. Like they're viewing.
I should leave right away.
They're basically viewing the ability to complete tasks, even complex tasks, as like not important anymore.
Is that I just following no matter where I go? I believe, this is my understanding of it, this is supposed to be like her after her perhaps like striking her father in the head with some sort of weapon.
Mm.
Yeah. Man, I mean, think about what that means for the future of humanity. Like companies now are only interested in people who are like psychologically different enough to not be predicted by the AI. Fuck.
Yeah, that's weird, and I feel like not good.
Well, maybe it means we can get jobs.
I mean that's a possibility. But like that really sounds like that particular anime, because like the whole thing is serial killers don't think like anybody else, so we need to keep adding more and more serial killer brains to our fucking city control system matrix, because that's like those are like the unique and like non-easily patternable brain. Like it's literally the plot of that goddamn show, dude. I swear to God. This should loop us back to the first version of the map.
I can't.
We got it. Fuck you.
rare that the cats will just come out and visit just directly.
That might have been your phone there. Okay.
Man, you are a skittish fucking cat. Bye. I wasn't even doing anything.
She just changes her mind quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have... We'll do the portrait thing here.
Okay.
Is that a bandage? Oh, that's not a steel pipe. Let's, what do we have? This degrading placement.
Get a lot done with the steel pipe. Oh, that's cool.
It's the dark shrine above this. So it's like, this is where in like the fog world, this is the first time we've seen the dark shrine from the real world perspective, or fog world perspective, or whatever.
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
So then we only need one more key here. Save. Honestly, fuck you.
What else is going
Have I told you that much about Daredevil sort of figuring itself out again?
No, you haven't.
Well, so the first season of the revival, it like started out really bad.
Yes.
And then like over the course of the season, it sort of figured it. So like I'd say like episode 1, 2, like 1 in particular was bad, and then like 2, 3, 4 were like mediocre, and then 5 and 6 were like okay, and then like 7, 8, 9, and like the last 3 of the season were actually pretty good. And then
like Kingpin kind of a cock or something.
Yeah, they were doing a weird cuck thing with him for a while. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on there.
I'm not sure who's signing up to see Cuck Kingpin.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I really don't understand that. Let's see. Okay, yes, that's right. And then season 2 sort of starts about, I'd say, the same quality as season 1 managed to like build up to by the ending.
Sure.
And now that it's like ways in, I'm like, there's been at least one episode I would say is for sure like equal in quality to the Netflix show.
Okay.
So it's sort of, so I guess ultimately I'm glad that the revival happened, even though it took them some time to really figure it out. Which, and you know, part of it is because they, you know, they had like one team make a bunch of stuff. Then they fired that team for sucking, brought in another team, but were like, can you try and use what they made to do whatever?
Oh, this time.
お母さんもあんなに倹約して、お姉ちゃんだって友達に笑われても古い服のままで少しでも幸せになろうって、家族みんなで貯めたお金だったんだよ。偉そうなこと言う前に謝ってよ。私に、お姉ちゃんに、お母さんにずっと迷惑をかけてきたことを謝ってよ。
なんだその言い草は。
お父さんやめてください。お願いします。ひなこ、悪いけどお惣菜を買ってきてくれる？
だって
何でもいいから行きな、早く。
離せ。今日という今日は我慢ならん。親のことを何てと思ってやがる。
落ち着いてください。お願いします。お父さん。
女は家畜と変わらないんだ。
Not starting it yet, and I have to be like, it's fine. But it is like a fucking big fucking book.
518 pages.
Yeah, it's not like a simple little quick read. That's some time to invest.
It is like a full-on fucking fantasy sci-fi novel. Like. Not Game of Thrones, but it's up there. I don't think I could write it.
To be honest, the first Game of Thrones book is only 800 something pages, so
really?
we're not.
It's more.
The first one is like 800, and then like every sequel is like over 1,000.
Yeah.
But the first Game of Thrones is like 800, so we're actually not like that far off.
True.
Off of that.
How long was book 4 again? Because that felt like.
God, I don't remember. Okay, let me see. Sword in the Fox. Some skills. Back and some swords. That.
The fox.
This one is the fox.
That looks like a fox.
It's like a swirl. Yeah, it's like curled. See, there's the tail kind of on the top right. And
I was
like,
looking at the colors the opposite way.
No, because I remember the first time I was like, "Is that a dinosaur claw?"
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Let me. So,
That'd be pretty cool. That would be cool.
Sword and fox fought battling upon a set of skills. It says that is it the scales?
Yeah.
So we need the. Try flipping these ones one more time. No. I would think it would be clouds on top, right? And
You'd assume, but no.
then,
Sun rose behind the fox's back, set behind the swords.
The sun rose behind.
oh. But then it says the scales were no more.
Yes.
So should the fox be?
Well, the sun rises in the east, right?
Yeah.
So the fox got to go over there.
Over here?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then the scales are no more. So.
And the sword's gotta go where the thing is.
Yeah.
That is what I had it at before.
Now flip the scales around.
Yeah.
Got that.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. We'll figure it out.
And for every ending, that puzzle solution is different.
Oh, interesting.
ひなこシュウ君から電話だよ
今いないって言って
いるって言っちゃったよ
じゃあ買い物に行ってるとか言っといてよ
はいはい分かったよ
私が見えてるよね
So, we have a few different options too of what could be the next game that we'll do. Because Mouse PI would be a really good one. But we've talked about it for a while. But I also really want us to do the that fourth Mafia game.
Oh, yeah.
Mafia, the
I
old
do
country.
want
And then I might be able to do it too, but we'll see how I feel, how flush I'm feeling at the end of the month. But the James Bond game also is coming out at the end of this month, and that looks really great. So
Totally.
we have a plus. There's like I don't know how many fucking things in like the backlog of stuff that we've like been like, yeah, we'll stream that at some point. There's also just too much goddamn shit coming out this year. The fucking Returnal sequel or spiritual sequel that's out already. That just came out. That Pragmata game from Capcom came out early sometime last month. I want to get to that. Fucking, there's just too much stuff. I can't play Replaced because it's only on Xbox and PC right now. But that looks amazing. That's that one with like the really cool like Blade Runner, like really advanced pixel art style. But it's got like a 2D version of like Batman Arkham Combat.
And then, like, that fucking Lego Batman game comes out this month, too. Which, have you guys seen stuff for that?
I have not.
So, it's not just, like, one of the Lego... It's not just, like, another Lego Batman game, because all the Lego games basically play, like, the same thing with another skin, right?
Pretty much.
This one is actually basically the Arkham Asylum or Arkham games, like, gameplay structure. Like, that combat style, the Predator stealth sequences. But it's an open-world Lego Batman game.
Huh.
But it's like all the Arkham combat shit mixed into the gameplay formula. It kind of seems like the next Arkham game, more even than just being a Lego game.
Interesting.
And it's got shit from like every different iteration of movie that they've ever done and stuff from the comic. It feels like this huge franchise tribute game. I want to say it's like an 80-something, 85th anniversary or something of the character this year. Or maybe that was last year. I don't know, something like that. But they're going... It looks like a very interesting, like, more high scale than you'd expect sort of experience from like a Lego game. That looks really good. Fucking Control Resonant is later this year. Oh, dude. That's like the game I'm most looking forward to.
Or what we could do next, we could play more of the Suicide Squad.
I would rather not. I'm sure Alex would not like to experience any of that. Dude, it made me mad. I was getting genuinely angry.
I mean, that was pretty funny.
For everyone but me.
I don't think you've ever been more tilted on screen.
It was probably the most angry I've been.
Even with our spider jokes, we couldn't come up to that level of
no, that's
frustration.
True. That's true. That Suicide Squad game genuinely pissed me off more than any comment I have ever gotten. That shit was infuriating.
I think we even made spider jokes on that stream, and like you weren't even bothered by them because you were just so pissed off by the game.
I was far too focused on how irritated I was by the fucking game itself. I mean, you're gonna fucking spend a decade plus releasing goddamn nothing after like this great trilogy of Batman games, and that's what you're putting out?
Yep.
That's what you're gonna fucking do? Are you serious? I'm just gonna not deal with this guy because I need to use the weapon degradation on him.
Or you could play, what was that one game that you played part of, Marvel Snap or something?
Oh, Toon asked me to do one stream of Marvel Rivals with him. I'll never touch that game. Never again.
I just don't think you like superheroes.
I think I don't like fucking live service gacha games. That's what I don't like.
I think you just don't understand the superhero genre.
You not understand the superhero genre.
It is crazy that we're getting Clayface pretty quick for James Gunn stuff.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. To go from Superman to Supergirl to then Clayface. I mean, James Gunn himself even was coming out and talked about it. He's like, this is not a like horror superhero hybrid film. It is just a straight up horror film.
It's super creative.
Well, it's the kind of shit that Marvel should have been doing to stay fresh, and then just didn't do.
Oh shit! Somebody committed suicide. It's Picard's mom, huh? Oh, it's like two people.
It's all three of her friends.
Oh shit! I mean, they kind of suck.
Well, and I suppose that's part of the interesting ambiguity of Silent Hill was that her perception of them, or was that truly the reality of that experience, or was it sort of like it's hard to say because it gets so warped.
Yeah.
Like, was she the shitbag? I don't know.
Well, did they actually commit suicide?
Uh,
Like her, dark.
Once we get to the end of the first playthrough, there's definitely a suggestion of what happened.
Okay.
I would say, although it is still very incomplete.
That food looks split.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty gross looking.
ひなこ遅かったな今から始めるところだったぞ誰のなんだと
This is a good like horror design or audio design and like being able to hear like a crowd of people at a party and yet not actually being able to see anyone other than them.
I'm sorry, but you got to.
You don't want to eat that, Ulysses?
I don't. I draw the line.
ご一同様
Damn straight. You gotta get that shit like right.
どうぞご覧くださいよーなんだその戦は
Yeah. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. I still don't think this game is ever quite as bleak as what is some of the stuff in Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, it's
It's not quite as bad as that stuff. It's dark. It's still dark. But that, I think, especially that is like a level of bleak and just sad that I don't know if any other video game has ever done that, to be honest. What's that?
It was good.
I mean, that's part of what makes it a meaningful piece of art, is that it's kind
It'd
of
be
the
like-
only thing like that. You
It'd
know,
be like shit like Detention.
Detention was pretty fucking bleak. That got bleak. That was a very Silent Hill-esque game.
Yeah.
Now that I have a computer, too, that I can run at least some games on, one of the things I would like to get is that Devotion game that was...
Yeah.
only that was like... Yeah, it was banned, but then eventually they were able to sell it from like their own website, at least. So those big things we were dealing with were just, different father popping up in different places. Like big, it thwacks with a knife and it like screams as an attack at you. Shit.
It's pretty accurate.
But like, it's like she's mutated less and it's mostly her eyes.
Yeah.
It's like she's blind, you know. Ah, shit. No, back off.
So clear indicator for food.
Yep. Ow.
We could really use our furries.
Yeah, you only get those in Dark Shine. I did it.
Here.
What's going on? Insanity.
You know, the dudes at the bus stop get pretty
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't. You know they don't. That's a lie.
I mean, just think you could be dipping your fingers into a jar and tell them.
Why would I want to do that?
That is some barbarian.
Pushed. Ow. Notice how the mother has the same, like, mark in the back where they burned her, too.
Yeah, you can definitely see how this is going.
Yeah.
There is a lot of movements to Japanese horror. I feel like a lot of Japanese horror. I guess a lot of Asian horror in general, like even like Korean horror and stuff, can be very bleak, like particularly bleak compared to like American horror. I feel like so much of American horror, there's like a final girl, right? The scream queen idea, where there's like always some sort of survivor at the end, but
Yeah.
that like I don't know if they want to say they play a hero role, but like usually there is like a hope of a survivor
Yeah.
in most of the like American horror scenarios. God, fuck.
Yeah, you're just getting knocked up in this.
I really am.
Like you said, you're close.
That doesn't mean it's gonna be necessarily easy. Oh, I forgot the pills were structuring too. See, I'm fine. And that was only one of them, so it's not like it's a big problem.
So it's nice
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it will be a problem.
Come on, say, think of all the spider needs.
Yeah.
You know, you guys should die. But
I like how chopped up the story. It's definitely not.
definitely not for like a dog, too. Fuck.
Yeah, that's just
That's one of the funniest episodes of that Wilfred show is he like tells him he poisoned him like a Bond villain. And then when he like goes to the hospital because he's freaking out about it, it turns out to just be like the chemical that makes chocolate poisonous to dogs, and he's fine.
good.
That show was awesome.
That was a blast.
There we go. Yeah, it's been a while. That was like a decade ago that was on.
Back when the world was slightly.
Slightly.
I think how the fight was just sort of showing the door.
Homer Simpson, you're right for there.
I do wish more characters would do that.
There should be a game that just just about allowing that to happen. It's like dynamic wall like paper doors.
Very good, Japan.
It's not like a hotel.
Yeah.
From
Hell yeah.
Or a wall.
replace.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't get hell, that's just paper. Or any walls like that.
Otherwise, you would have done it when you were there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
It is. Japanese
これを飲みなさい
architecture.
少し楽になるはずだ
I can imagine if those had been there, though, Sky having to try and talk you out of doing it.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
You're like, Ulysses, what are you doing? So I gotta walk through this wall. Just
Staring
wait,
at
I
the
got it.
wall.
I've been wanting to do this for years. You gotta... So let me have this.
It was pretty funny once we were like walking through sort of like the old European section of like her hometown, I think. And there was like some building that I described as like piss yellow. Because it was piss yellow. And she was mad because like there's some Chinese lady who like walked by right then who clearly knew what I said. Just had this expression on her face, like, okay, yeah, I know what piss yelling is.
That's delightful.
Oh, we got a werewolf army.
皆様
Back in the Dark Shrine.
愛想を尽かされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。
I stop at one wolf market. That's my question.
Why not both?
Commit to this.
少し血色が良くなった。
If you're going to be an edgy werewolf OC, you should be all the way.
Speaking of, when are we going to play Shadow of the Hedgehog?
Shut up. After all the Star Trek Academy I had.
Isn't there a Shadow game where he becomes like a werehog or something?
That's just Sonic, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, isn't he already a werehog?
That sounds like some bad pickup line you'd say to a woman when you're wasted at a bar, like, you want to come home and meet the werehog? It does not sound like.
Sounds like.
Yeah, I don't think it would ever. The success rate on that has got to be.
Well, I'm picturing like a fat, overweight trucker.
Sure.
Throwing that line around at like a truck stop bar or something.
I mean, yeah, maybe you can find a lot of stuff for that.
Dude, that fucking lot lizard episode in Always Sunny where they get picked up by the trucker and he thinks Dennis and Charlie are prostitutes. Yeah. Why don't you slip in your room and you two split me open like a coconut? The blooper, there are so many takes in the bloopers of them not being able to get through some of those lines.
That's good
もう
shit.
君が私のものであることの証だ。
I don't like it.
行こう。君のために用意したものがもう一つある。
Don't follow him. Just kill him.
We have been getting warned against that.
Where's that doll?
Yeah, seriously, that doll's like the only person that's your bad. You know your life is fucked, and like creepy doll is the only one looking out for you.
I mean, he keeps disappearing.
I mean, that's probably good. I don't know if you want to be around him.
It is sort of literally, right, like the old folklore about like a fox spirit like kidnapping someone from like a village when they wander too far.
Do not trust Fox.
I think that's a good lesson. That's what I'm taking from this game.
Yeah.
Don't trust foxes.
Never trust them.
I mean, like, look at the fucking...
That's pretty cool. I'm surprised you haven't killed them dogs yet.
Well, they're foxes if we're going to split hairs, but...
You like foxes, but you hate dogs? So you're saying?
No, I like dogs.
How many foxes have you killed?
Yes.
I don't think there's been any foxes that you kill in any games, as far
Well,
as
there
I
you
know.
go. You killed a lot of dogs. So
You
that
have
doesn't-
killed them.
Those dogs are like zombies and attacking me.
Not always. Sometimes they're just dogs.
They're never just
What
dogs.
about the dogs in Metal Gear Solid?
They're attacking you.
But they're dogs.
Yeah, but they're still
They're not
attacking.
zombies.
They're attacking.
A little bit ago, your criterion was that they're all zombies. And now
Whatever.
The goalposts are moving.
they are, man.
They're always attacking me if I'm killing them, okay?
Yeah, you could go around them.
No, not always.
Metal Gear Solid is a stealth game.
There is an
It is
opportunity
stealthy.
to get around them in that one. Yes.
Well,
That is
there you
not
go.
the case.
You didn't take that opportunity, did you?
I
You're
didn't.
like, I see a dog, I'm gonna shoot.
Man, it's been like 15 years since I played that game. I don't remember how to do that.
I bet you never once stealth through that game. I bet you killed the dogs every time.
I think
That is bullshit.
You might have stealthed around the humans, but you didn't stealth around the dogs. Not bad.
I mean, to be honest, I really stealth around the humans.
So there you go. That's a bitchin' painting. I'm not sure I know what it represents beyond furries, but yeah.
賑やかな
Did the Japanese invent furries?
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's definitely an argument to be made that they kind of did.
Maybe the
Expense.
Yeah. Cat girls might have come from Egypt.
Yeah, they actually,
Yeah.
we went into that, but they actually might be from Egypt originally.
But, you know, the fox people are definitely Japanese. That's 100% you can blame on Japan.
That's definitely a Japanese thing. I mean, at least in like ancient times, it was like a matter of being like a spirit or a god or something that they
Right, it was
worshipped.
much more allegorical. But,
And, this is trying to be that.
I'm never going to say you can't use anthropomorphic animals.
Well, we certainly have.
Yeah. I mean, I like Zootopia, so
They're absolutely good anthropomorphic animal things, but the second you start sexualizing them,
that's why I don't.
Then
like
I'm out.
Zootopia too.
Oh, did Zootopia 2 lean into
Zootopia
it?
2 leaned into the furry shit. They're like, oh, what if the fox and the rabbit were dating? And yeah, they shouldn't have done
You remember
I like that.
Lady and the Tramp?
that.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking awful.
Is that shit
Yeah,
uncomfortable?
That was like horrifying.
They were like realistic dogs.
Yeah, it didn't need to be a thing.
What's the market for that?
Unfortunately, there is.
Yeah, I hate that there is, but it sadly exists. This half of the game in the Dark Shrine, the combat is definitely easier.
Yeah, I mean, you do get a werewolf.
And like even before you get that, the like ceremonial like weapons that you pick up are like,
Yeah, you're legit does.
and those don't degrade like the pipes and baseball bats and stuff do. Just like an infinite fucking series of these statues.
That's too many boxes. I don't know what the right amount of boxes is, but that's definitely too
The right amount of boxes.
I think the right amount of boxes gotta be those ones from Russia that
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah,
They're kind of starting to domesticate themselves, right? Like in a similar way as cats.
I mean, it's pretty likely that.
I've heard in the U.S. raccoons are starting to show some of those
Really?
like kind of like facial structure changes,
Huh.
where like the more like baby face sort of thing of like a cat and a dog. I have heard.
I'd be good with that. Raccoons are pretty cute.
They are pretty cool.
I feel like they'd be terrible fun, though. A raccoon can get into stuff. A cat can't.
Yeah, raccoons can like open containers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Raccoons have the hands.
Yeah, they have hands.
That could get dangerous for humans if they get too smart. They actually do have the hands.
Let's see. This again. So go there, I think. Alright, let's see. This one. This one. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Alex? Has this game made you as uncomfortable as Silent Hill 2?
No. Nothing compared to the story.
I think Star Trek Academy is really cool this game.
Yeah, honestly. Star Trek Academy is pretty uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, I don't know why.
We're not going to
make it.
Yeah, we're not going to try. We're not even going to. We weren't even suggesting that.
No, we just wanted to tell you how terrible.
Hey, fuck off.
What does a soul siphon do again?
It fills up the meter to do like the bigger arm,
Oh,
because that's like a temporary power boost sort of thing.
okay.
Saving it for bigger enemy types. So that was the wrong door. Let's try over here. There we go. Oh, God. How about you? Damn. Oh, wrong again. Clark. Come on. There. Well, how's business been, man? The last couple weeks have been pretty
Pretty busy,
chaotic
man.
for you. Let's assume with Cinco de Mayo, especially, it was like,
That's a lot of like stores want to do it. Displays and sales and stuff like that.
yeah,
And,
totally.
but I mean, yeah,
Busy time of year.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
busy time of year. Guess the Super Bowl.
Well, this is good money in the Super Bowl.
There we go. When you have this arm, like bigger arm thing activated too, it also means you basically don't have to worry about like health temporarily. So. You're basically temporarily invulnerable. Yeah, rage mode, power boost, whatever you want to call it for like an action game.
Why it seems like it'd be a good idea to have two wolf arms.
You're not wrong. Oh, shit. What?
If is it true that some spiders can breathe underwater?
I don't know. Ulysses, I don't know the answer to that question. I have no goddamn clue.
Yeah, I bet you like that underwater spider fish.
Whoa! See?
Yeah.
That's gross.
I no.
I mean, I am joking.
I'm not into that.
Sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know if I believe
Of course you don't.
You-
There's nothing I could ever say.
you haven't presented any proof.
You haven't presented any proof.
I mean, I think there's ample proof about your feelings towards spiders on this channel over the years.
The proof of me saying I don't like spiders.
It's been much discussed.
Yep.
Let's get more of this alcohol here.
I can pour you some more if you want.
Sure, I'll take another amaranth.
Yeah, fuck it. What is
He sounded so disappointed. The cat rolling away.
Yeah. I mean, it is frustrating.
It's just, I don't know, it's just funny.
There.
全てを捧げます
Ugh.
私
feel like I should save some for when Michael gets here, but also
He actually did text me too, saying there's a good chance that he won't be here until like 7 after.
Oh.
So
all right, never mind.
he may end up leaving before he even gets here. I hope he gets here early enough though, because I would really love him to see the Father Arval.
I mean, I could leave the Father Arval.
Oh sure, well that works too.
Alex, you want any more? Alright, that's that clear. Bottles are smaller. Everything's getting smaller.
Thank you. What's that? Gotta count what?
Oh shit! Yeah, we did
There's
say
4
that.
big ones,
One.
and then there's like
Hold on.
3 little ones.
See 1, 2, 3.
So it's got 2. Well,
I see.
yeah, that's 2 arms, not 4 legs.
I don't know about that.
Absolutely, 2 of those are
limbs,
arms.
though.
Okay, but spiders have 8 legs, not just 8 limbs. They don't have like 2 arms and 4 legs.
Kind of
and
weeds on this one. Yeah.
I don't think I am. Arms and legs are not the same thing.
How many pet tarantulas do there?
None.
You sure you're not hoarding them like you do cats?
Yep.
You sure you don't got like 8 pet tarantulas?
Yep. Yep. I'm sure. Holy shit.
善子さん
Yeah, that's a lot. There's more, a little more lemons sour.
ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど
But if you're good, I'm fine. Just take it myself.
I think I'll be good for sure.
Alright, cool. There's like,
では
much is in here? Maybe a 6 of a
お姉
bottle.
ちゃん
殺せたしっかりとしっかりね
しっかりって
今日の毛はお姉ちゃんとあなたの2人だけの秘密にしてあげる
Thank you, bitch, again.
Yeah, her sister.
まだ生き残っていることも
She's also got like the almost like Frankenstein stitches around her neck too.
Yeah, this one's
彼の
good.
ためにもあなたを殺すから
When I do remember seeing that mask for the first time, I go like, "Holy shit!" Like that is an intense face.
いいえ
It's like an Attack on Titan when the one chick like stands over them because she knows Armin's lying to her, and she does that like,
それでは
like right above his head.
姉妹で語り合えたかね
Define good.
それでは行こうか
I saw a little bit ahead of what the main plot in Star Trek Academy is going to be.
Oh, really?
Alex, do you think it's plausible to deploy mines across an entire galaxy?
Bro.
Across like every square inch of a galaxy?
Hundreds of millions of mines have been.
That's what the villain's plan is.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, how many resources would you even need? I feel like you'd have to, like, dig up an entire other galaxy in order to do it.
In order to deploy enough mines. Yeah, honestly. Like, you talk about how empty a galaxy is compared to open space.
Yeah.
It's like, hard to even calculate. Like,
and the villain does all this secretly.
how close together are these mines?
Not very. I mean,
So how dangerous are
I guess dangerous enough to shut down all travel. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't fucking understand it. But I don't think Star Trek
When did
does
this
either.
come out?
Like last year. When was Star Trek Academy this year?
I think it was last year.
Okay.
Huh.
I think it's just that Star Trek is just increasingly divorced from any concept of reality.
Yeah, I mean, like, sci-fi's always been guilty of kind of throwing MacGuffins in there and shit, but that seems totally divorced from the project of making it believable.
Well, and it's funny too because we watched some of the '60s or I guess early '70s, like Star Trek, like the animated series. That's like Shatner and Nimoy and stuff doing the
Yeah.
voices. Some of the best fucking Star Trek like they've ever done.
Yeah, it was actually good.
It was like really good. We only watched a couple episodes, but it was like, goddamn, this is like top tier. Like, yeah. And then especially watching that, and then immediately going to Academy,
Yep,
the fucking like.
We're like, can we get that cheap animated bullshit back?
Michael made a good point too. Like the sort of lack of expression of American animation at the time does almost add something to sort of how like professional the characters are intended to be. It's like the fact that they're not that expressive weirdly works really well for Star Trek because then they all seem like hyper professional and really dignified all the time. And it's sort of so like the animation being cheap almost works in the show's favor.
Interesting. Okay.
Weird, huh?
It's really good. At least the episodes we watched were very
Yeah, I
good.
mean, maybe it'll go downhill from there.
I know Corbin says it gets weirder as it goes
Yeah.
along, so we'll see. But
Those first 3 episodes were like solid Star Trek.
yeah, like good, like genuinely good character stuff, like genuine like sci-fi concepts, and
They even had Vulcan bullies in a way that made sense.
yeah, it didn't come off as stupid.
That's because they're like little kid versions.
Right, it was like, well, it seemed like some of the scenes in the J.J. Abrams movies might have been like stolen from that cartoon.
100%, yeah. Weird, huh?
Because there is a scene early on in the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie where Spock is like really young and like that a training academy thing where they're surrounded by like the computers, getting kind of shit on by like the other like Vulcan kids, and I'm like, that's basically what that scene in the cartoon was, but way older.
Yeah. He also had like a pet saber-tooth tiger, I guess.
Yeah, Spock has a pet saber-tooth tiger.
That's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was actually pretty cool.
はい最後まで
Ah, it's too bright.
At least it's not like dark, like totally dark outside while we're playing this.
I know.
Then it really would have blinded you.
Yeah, whenever it's like stormy or winter. I still gotta shake that shit.
How sick does that new Evil Dead look?
That shit looks good, yeah.
You know, I think of all the between like the 2013 Evil Dead Rise, now this one, at least just based on the trailer, this next one almost looks like it might have the most sort of like Sam Raimi inspired inventive camera work of the 3. Like really just doing weird stuff with the way the camera moves, which I love because that's such a obviously that's such a big part of the old movies. Bitch. Yeah, I don't know if we'll fully finish it. We're getting pretty close to our time here, but I'll get as far as I can. We are coming up on the end. It's not a lot more.
We've definitely been moving.
But there's also like just enough combat sequences that I think it can maybe take us more than what the time we have left today.
Sure, at least we ain't cold as well.
No, we're making forward progress. And there is like a joke UFO ending, like in the older Silent Hill games. I was hoping to maybe do like off stream in between, just so I could, because that allows you to use like a lightsaber on the next playthrough. So I was hoping I might be able to knock that out in between streams, so that then when we come back for the next series, I think we just have like the lightsaber for the whole rest of the game.
Sure. I'm down with that. Be a better Star Wars story.
Yeah,
well, except for right?
Yeah, I mean, there's this the thing. It's like there's for every time Star Wars feels like it's completely like dead, something great will come out. Whether it's the Jedi Fallen Order games that were coming out, kind of the last trilogy of movies wasn't doing it, or like there's something. It just might not be like the last one.
There's that.
The power of
yeah, that's the thing.
Delivery.
The line itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I think the way that we're sort of watching all of this bad Star Trek as research for the books, I don't know if I could force myself to watch all of the bad Star Wars the same way. I don't know. I feel like
the bad Star Wars has that. Bad Star Trek.
No, it is. It's like it's all. I think it's that it's slightly better, but that makes it more fun. Whereas like some of the Star Trek stuff is like so unbelievably incompetent that like it kind of entertains me to see how bad it can get. Whereas like some of the Star Wars stuff is like stupid and not good, but it sort of just makes me go like, eh. Like it doesn't even make me laugh, you know? It's like it feels like extra not worth my time because of that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Whereas, like, I guess with Star Trek, it's like so mystifying how bad it is that like there's like some entertainment value in like seeing it. But I don't know. Both just have that issue of like both have the potential to be so much better, and have moments where they prove they can be.
Dude, you know we gotta show.
What? What?
We gotta show off the intro to the first part.
Oh yeah! Oh dude!
Oh man! So, do you know, Alex? Do you know what Andromeda is? Okay.
I'm a Babylon 5.
Yeah, I'm.
Did you watch that back in the day?
Okay. Honestly, Babylon 5 looks like amazing compared to fucking Andromeda and Earth Final Conflict.
Yeah.
So, back when Gene Roddenberry fucking died, right? His wife and like some other people who knew him was like running through his various possessions and notes and stuff, and they found a bunch of stuff that he had come up with that he had decided were too garbage for Star Trek.
Yeah, like stuff that he was like, no, this will never be good.
And they're like, well, what if we turn these into some whole other shows and we staple his name to it so it makes money? And so that's how we got Andromeda, which was like the Kevin Sorbo show, like after Hercules or whatever.
Okay.
And then we also got Earth Final Conflict, which is I don't even know how to describe it other than like pure cringe.
It is like like Michael should love it because it is like the absolute peak '90s. Like
it is the most '90s aesthetic I've ever seen,
but in like the worst way.
Yeah. And both shows were notorious for being shipped out to some like terrible production company that was like ultra cheap, and which gradually took more and more control over the show to the point where the actors just started leaving because they didn't want to be associated with what the show was becoming anymore.
Yeah, by season 3, the entire cast has been replaced, and this show had 5 seasons. Except like maybe one guy was still there.
Yeah. And they both went completely off the rails at some point, from what I hear. I know that Andromeda specifically became Kevin Sorbo increasingly taking control of the show and running things more for his own like vanity project, basically.
Pretty much. Like Baywatch Nights for David Hasselhoff.
Exactly. And fucking Earth Final Conflict was just purely a production company just fucking everything up until it became unwatchable and just died. So those might be some fun things to explore. I don't know if we can sit through all of them, but
I'll just give them like a try.
yeah. But the intro to Earth Final Conflict is really bad.
Dude, it's so fucking bad.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
Alright.
That's 30 seconds, so it's not a lot of time.
We're not gonna make you watch the show. It's the intro.
Well, hell, we haven't even watched that yet.
We might not even be able to watch it. I don't know.
Shit, who knows if it's even available, truly.
It's gotta be available.
I mean, I can see it being just on YouTube because no one actually gives a shit about it.
Yeah, nobody cares. Final Conflict. True. I think Humanoid is like actually kind of good though, which is the
No,
difference.
just like in Humanoid, like
Hard to find that.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
Right.
anything more modern.
Some of those early, I feel like there's a lot of early 2000 stuff though that's sort of maybe forgotten or like lost in like the modern sort of internet age.
Hey.
What's up, Afternoon Tune? What is going on? We are very, very nearly at the end of the story here. Very, very close. Oh, thank you for the biddies, dude. Is that 11? Hell yeah.
They just has to beat up a few more of his pregnant spider lady.
That is not what's happening. How are you doing, Afternoon Tune?
This is really a story about saying bad.
Female drama, let's go.
Yeah, it was pretty grim.
That's what's been chasing us through the fog the whole game. Yeah, we actually are so close to it.
Stay back, I got a rusty pipe.
If we are able to get to the end, to the first ending today, that would be perfect, because then I could do that, like the playthrough for the joke ending off stream.
Sure,
so that
sure.
we have that ready, so then next time when we start, we just have that out of the way and we can jump into the second proper playthrough. Because what I'll say is that the cutscenes and the dialogue in the main cutscenes legitimately changes when you start New Game Plus that second time. Now, the third time through, fourth time through, not as much. So what I'll probably do is we'll probably run through one full second playthrough because of how much the cutscenes change. And then after we do that, I'll probably create some like multiple save files.
Sure.
So that 3 and 4 we can do like both of those endings in like one stream or something like that. But we're in the portion of the game too where like, if you're on New Game Plus, a lot of these combat sequences in this final stretch, you can just straight up skip them to get through the story because you've already played it.
Sure.
When it first launched, it did not have that feature.
Interesting. Sage, what sound does the fox make?
Dude, fuck that goddamn song. Don't even bring that up to me. Remember how goddamn annoying we found that at the time?
Yeah, that's the type of humor.
Just some of that just random shit.
Yeah, it's just trash.
No.
Not really sure who that is.
Quirk Chunguses.
People who are writing Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. That's another weird thing about that show is that it feels like it's trying to be like an adult comedy or like teen comedy sometimes, but then like other times it isn't. But I don't know, it's just like the characters end up speaking with this like modern vernacular. And I feel like we've talked about this idea a lot, but like for good or bad, classically Star Trek's dialogue is sort of written with like a somewhat of a timeless, element to it, where it doesn't necessarily, like in the 80s, right, when Next Generation first started at the end of the 80s and in the 90s, they were not using 80s and 90s slang any time in the show, right? They spoke with like a professional, sort of dignified language. Even when it was stupid, they still had that, right?
Yeah.
Whereas some of these modern Star Trek shows are just like, they're just kind of throwing in slang that like teenagers or like people on the internet like use.
I can't wait for one of these Starfleet Academy characters to be like, 6'7", skibbity.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if in the Next Generation, Star Trek walked into a room, or Picard walked into a room and he was like, gag me with a spoon. It's like, that would have been so out of place. But that's effectively exactly what's happening in the modern stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that version of Next Gen.
Gag me with a spoon. Gag Q with a spoon. Please.
I never did like Q.
I don't really like Q either. But I think I do get the feeling from a lot of people he is sort of a considered to be a fan favorite, like villain.
Why?
I don't know. What are your thoughts on Q, Alex?
The only time I liked Q was when he had all his powers taken away and everybody else's shit.
Yeah, that's at least funny.
Spider lilies?
Yeah.
Oh shit, is she turning into a spider?
No. Again, there aren't any spiders.
I mean, we only have your word to take.
I mean, we're almost at the end of the game. I'm telling you, there aren't any spiders. You haven't seen one.
I mean, I didn't see that pregnant.
That's not a spider.
True. Good point.
That's not a spider.
But it was giving birth to all of your half spider children.
No. It was not. It was not.
I mean, you were about ready to run out the road when those child was looking.
She has been the thing chasing herself right
Makes
the
sense.
whole time. So sort of two versions of her existing simultaneously.
I mean, you could tell by the wolf arm.
Yep. Right now we literally just have to run through the town back up to the house and then the boss fight, and then we're done with the first.
あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています
Ace, do you want a wolf arm?
Not really. I don't need, like, animal appendages.
No.
I'm happy with human appendages. Really, really thrilled, actually, to have just human appendages.
But how are you gonna be like, a furry OC?
I don't want to. I don't want that. Call me Jon Snow because I don't want it.
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't want anything.
Did you deflower those spiders?
Oh,
Dude. Afternoon tune, how are you doing?
yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, listen to the doll, man.
The doll's been right the whole game.
The doll has been the only one who's had your back. It's unusual for creepy doll.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It is uniquely helpful in terms of its advice. Yeah, we're not really listening to the doll.
And it's gotta suck for that doll. It's sitting there being right.
A lot of tumors just growing around the town.
Alex, have you been hearing about like this super syphilis that's been cropping up?
No.
Oh, you haven't heard about super syphilis?
Yeah, that's the new thing. Yeah, all these old people are fucking and then not taking they're like partially taking medication to combat their syphilis, which because they're not taking the full doses the full lot of time, is actually just strengthening the Sith. Because they're old and lazy and don't give a shit. And it's combining with age.
The fuck are these old people up to, dude?
Yeah, they're having irresponsible sex. Is what they're up to.
When elderly people dance, they become sexually irresponsible.
I mean, it's like when you're old, you just don't give a shit.
Old people not giving a shit has really fucked our society.
I mean, that's kind of the core problem with everything.
I mean, that is. Why it shouldn't be.
Nope.
Goddamn old people.
What is like the term for that? You got like oligarchy, you got technocracy, gerontocracy.
Gerontocracy.
That is what we are living. It certainly is different from previously.
I mean, I think that's the coolest thing about where we're sort of seeing this franchise go is like every game can feel like just a completely different thing. Like the next one is a fucking what seems to be like maybe someone involved in maybe either like a vet hospital or like was going to a vet hospital or something in like Scotland like that. That seems like what we know so far about the next one.
That is it veterans or veterinarians?
Vet veterans.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I was hoping it would be like Silent Hill where you play a dog.
I mean, maybe we'll get that someday.
It would be like you play as a dog in the hospital when all its ages dog victims end up.
Oh, fuck off.
Did you pet a tarantula?
No.
Why not?
Because fuck them. I don't like them.
Because you'd fuck them?
No. God damn it. I don't like them. They're fucking gross and weird.
I mean, a lot of people have that.
I don't care if they're gross and weird. Those people are gross and weird. I don't give a fuck.
What is the weirdest pet you would have?
A cat or a dog. That's the weirdest pet. No, I'm not getting weirder than that. Alright?
Those are some basic bitch.
I don't care. I'm not. Look, snakes don't love you. And spiders are gross.
You know, it doesn't have to be a snake. It could be like a different kind of snake.
Fuck off!
They just offended that you call it spider
Yeah, you think of the little hairs that. I mean, you don't think highly enough of them to pay child support.
Well, that's.
Man, you guys are the worst.
This landscape is nice.
ひなこや綺麗だよほらお父さん
ここはもうお前の家ではない。一人で帰ってきても敷居を またげると思うな。
Alright.
So this sort of big creature version of her, I think, is just called the Bride. So I think that's an interesting twist of the game, is that we are actually playing as two sort of separately incarnated versions of her at the same time.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which is definitely different for Silent. I've never seen that in Silent Hill before.
Well, it's sort of a projection for rebellion against your family.
I mean, it's yes, and then it's also the sort of, it's kind of the thing of like, you can interpret it multiple ways, right? With Silent Hill, it's like you could sort of imagine this as purely a metaphor for the childhood and like the part of her that's holding on to her childhood in the face of all these cultural expectations, and the version of her that's willing to go through with it for the sake of her family.
Yeah.
And you can interpret it as literally mythological with like the cult and stuff. Because you can see it as like, oh, it's just an arranged marriage to a guy.
Sure.
Or you can see it as it's an arranged marriage into a cult. And it sort of works either way. And I think that's smart of like Silent Hill as like a franchise. Because like as much as I love like 1 and 3 being like a more literally concrete narrative about a cult trying to resurrect a god, and I think that stuff is very cool. The best game in the series was always 2, right?
Yeah,
which could be interpreted as metaphor, purely metaphor. Like you could imagine that as that none of that stuff is like literally happening, but it's all a representation. And I like that this game is sort of taking like a middle line with that, where it's like here's cult stuff, right? Like 1 and 3, but it's still got the psychological, like you could interpret it either way that 2 has, and I think that is honestly makes it one of the stronger games in the series overall. I'd still say like the original trilogy is the best, but especially considering like how like how many bad games in this franchise happened post Team Silent disbanding, right? Post 4. I think sort of leaning into that element of 2. But and that's the thing, is like a few of those other sequels did sort of do that and try and lean into that part of 2, but without kind of understanding the subtlety to make it work. Like Homecoming and Downpour are pretty weak games because they want to have like a big twist of like, oh, but they repeat it too much. It's like, oh yeah, our character did something wrong and doesn't remember what they did. It's like that's kind of like the twist in both of those games, and it's like, well, we've done that.
Yeah.
And so this is like not necessarily someone doing something wrong, but it just goes with this sort of metaphoric interpretation of things.
Well, on the other hand, Silent Hill essentially gave us Barry.
It gave us Barry Man and the Norwegian orgy.
That's right.
Barry.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
That's pretty funny.
We also got the Silent movie.
Garbage. Fucking garbage, dude.
Did you tell Alex about that fucking movie?
I definitely told him a little bit about it. We're gonna watch it at some point because it's like, especially because you guys know the game, so you can appreciate just how fucking bad it is. I mean, like the number one thing, right? I always come back to with that movie is it literally reframes the entire like act of James killing Mary as she begged him to do it because she was so sick and dying, and it's like it just removes all moral complexity from the situation and absolves him of all guilt of having done anything bad.
Yeah,
and it's just yes, it does. It 100% defeats the whole point of the story.
It kind of just extends a big middle finger to the whole story.
Yeah.
Well, and fucking Mary's full name is Mary Angela Laura Crane. So Angela and Laura are also just inner versions of Mary that James is like seeing in the town, and not their own unique characters with anything going on. It comes across in particular insulting to the Angela character.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like,
well, just completely erases the story.
yeah. It's like they basically are like, oh, Mary's father was the leader of the Silent Hill cult, and he abused her, and that's why she sees the abstract daddy. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, it's worth
it's so bad. None of the Silent Hill movies have been like great, but at least like the first one is like an all right. As far as video game adaptations goes, it is probably still one of the better ones.
It is amazing how that's still such a low bar these days.
It really is.
Even though we've had a whole bunch of video game adaptations lately. Oh, shit, when are we going to go see Mortal Kombat?
Dude, I don't want to see that.
That's like your thing, though.
it. Good spiders.
No, that's true. It's fine. It's a good point. Are there any spiders in Mortal Kombat?
Maybe like an animality, but not any like the main game for sure.
Didn't like Melina turn into a spider?
Melina turned into a praying mantis, which is funny because fucking what's his name, Jeff on Rage Select, has been getting shit about loving mantis ladies for basically the 15 years that website's existed, and that was also his favorite Mortal Kombat character. Because at least for me, Sindel might have turned into a spider, I think. But
oh, you're right, it was Sindel.
But Sindel's never been my favorite Mortal Kombat character. But Melina was his favorite Mortal Kombat character.
Not until
yeah, I think that was
not post either.
that was a special.
Yeah, that's when you're like, oh, I didn't know I liked this.
That was like a trip.
We gotta count like the spider encounters in games by the number of acid script stages made.
Yeah, that's how I knew you liked
That was like 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
We're drinking beer, and I gotta pee.
Yeah, you say you had to pee.
I had to pee.
Whatever. The internet, though. Everybody who watched that video, they saw what we saw. I mean, you've been drinking today. You ain't gone to the bathroom one time.
It just hasn't hit me yet, I guess.
Yeah, something.
Because there wasn't a slide.
Man, fuck off. Beer goes through me faster. This is hard liquor. It doesn't take. It's a slower process.
How many spiders in the next?
Question.
We don't even know. We haven't even picked for sure what the next game's going to be. I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
Plus, we're not even getting. I mean, we're finishing the first ending of this game today, but we still have like.
Yeah, we have more of this too.
So we're not even going to be done with this, even though we're about to be done with the first playthrough.
Right. This is more of a Fox person game. You think furries love this game?
I wouldn't be surprised. Just like Scalies are going to probably like our book.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Something we have to deal with.
Yep. Unavoidable. But, I mean, furries love the first Utopia, and it didn't even lean into that shit.
I know, that's yeah.
You just can't make a story about
anthropomorphic anything without these fucking people glomming onto it.
I heard about some Croatian guy in the 90s.
Oh, yeah?
He made,
This has just been a health item the whole game, right? But now it's like these pills are like all of a sudden story relevant. And I'll tell you right now, taking those as a health item locks you into the first ending.
Really?
Yeah, so the step 1 to getting a different ending on the New Game Plus is do not take any of those pills.
Sounds hard. That's a cool choice.
I thought that was a very clever twist of making like something that just seems like a gameplay mechanic so story relevant.
Yeah, it's kind of like Max Payne, though.
This city, it would never stop raining, and I'd never stop drinking.
根源
I'm sorry, I don't know what we were going to say, though. You started.
Oh, this Croatian guy had like a kind of Euro pop band in the 80s, and he made this like kind of Egyptian themed song called Camel by Camel or whatever.
Camel by Camel.
What the fuck?
I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it was kind of had like that Egyptian kind of sound to it or whatever.
Sure.
And then apparently, like, it wasn't like a big hit because he's listening to some random Croatian guy singing.
Yeah.
In the 80s. But then apparently some furry said it. Some music for some character for Animal Crossing.
Oh, no.
Oh, is that that? Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it went like super like viral on TikTok. Not the actual like thing, but like a reference to it, and the song was put.
Okay.
So it like reached like pretty high on the charts, and then the guy found out about it and was like, "What?" Like nobody cared about my music career my entire life, and then I finally get recognized like 40 years later, and it's because of furry porn.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
It's kind of depressing, dude.
That is depressing.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that being your legacy. Just furry porn.
We have to be careful with that monkey's paw because of our anthropomorphic
Yeah,
dinosaur
there's a real possibility that nobody
be
will
careful, man. You could be in your mid-60s, totally unrecognized, and apparently, like, you become like super viral because somebody made
dinosaur porn.
Scary porn.
I'd hate it. I would hate it. It is unfortunately possible. I guess that's another reason we gotta try to make sure the books get somewhere before that.
Right, before that becomes...
So that at least we're not just remembered for dinosaur porn.
Yeah. Oh, I was telling you about the Kirby, the King DVD.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the girl who made this video kind of on the list of it, she also She also mentioned some other, like, because her argument was that it was somebody who didn't understand what they were looking at.
Sure.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, to give some other examples of, like, apparently somebody made some vor. You know what vor.
I do, unfortunately.
Made
I think it's your fault I know what that is.
Made that of Fat Albert.
What?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, dude, come on.
Why?
It wasn't,
can't do that.
It wasn't like the most
That's illegal. Fuck them. No.
But it wasn't. It was just like one of the characters in his stomach or whatever. But like just like Fat Albert with like a dude in his like just like the outline of the dude in his stomach. But somebody made a Christmas ornament out of it, like in the
fuck, dude, I don't like it.
Leave Fat Albert alone.
He
suffered enough.
But I mean, it was just like the dude overlaid on his stomach.
Yeah.
But like that was her argument. Was like maybe people wouldn't recognize it. It was just like him on his stomach, but like people who were into it.
So like no.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. But
some random company made a fucking Christmas ornament out of this like fur or not fur. I don't know. Whatever weird fetish album stuff made this picture of that. And then somebody stole it and made a Christmas over the thing.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Damn. That was like a one-hit KO type move. It doesn't seem like we ever have to wait very long for one to
True.
their heads.
That's fucking true.
There is, I will say, a new season of My Crazy Addiction.
There we go.
I feel like that's probably going to be very up your alley.
I want more.
I wish TLC would go back to it. I mean, the fact that they brought me My Crazy Addiction.
I'm surprised it's not a My Strange Addiction now.
That'd be interesting.
I like that, yeah. Probably be pretty depressing.
Probably.
Yeah, it'd be worse than like the initial show.
She went to the great mattress home in the sky. But with 10 matches. Can't imagine.
I can't imagine even eating part of it.
I mean, that's a good.
Mattresses aren't food.
They're really not food. You ever think about that?
They're kind of the opposite of food.
Where's been the nutritional value in a mattress?
0.
Yeah, none. There isn't any.
Empty calories.
It's pretty big. Yeah, well, maybe there's a couple.
Yeah, that's not associated with health, though.
I don't think they're being properly digested. They're just kind of like that.
They had my skin floating around. Undigested.
That's what yeah.
Yeah, it's like the two halves of her, sort of.
There is always like some serious
Serious what kind of stuff?
like yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's a huge component.
I mean, even the first game where you're not, it's not the protagonist's mind that's like kind of making up what's going on. It's like a different character. But even that's got that whole plot element, like that.
Well, I mean,
aspect
that
of it.
whole like cycle.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty fundamental part of Silent Hill. Let me see here. All that stuff. Got 2 of these.
Yeah, you're kind of running on empty here.
So you just like a 15. Well, what is it?
Well, no, it's so because basically, you know, to give a little bit of context for sort of where we're going with like playthrough 2 and stuff. Part of it is that the boy, Shu, I think is his name, right? He's basically making these drugs homemade for her, and he's using the white Claudia, which is part of the drugs of the cult in the original Silent Hill 1. And part of that is he's sort of jealous of the arranged marriage and is sort of drugging her to try and keep her there. So in a way that, yeah, both of the like men that she has as potential like partners or whatever are in some ways the fox guy is maybe the more intentioned of the two because he's being forced into it by his father because he's not even the cult leader. He's being groomed to be the next cult leader. I was saying that I think when you were in the bathroom earlier, but that's part of why it's like you get such a weird conflicting sort of sense of that character's presence. Is he's like genuinely like emotionally warm towards her, but he's sort of being forced to do this cult thing, which he doesn't necessarily like. He's going through with it, but he's sort of, like I said, emotionally warm towards her because he doesn't really like that this is what's going on, but he's being forced to do it kind of almost as much as she is.
Whereas the other dude's just kind of scared.
Yeah, he's like her childhood friend that like wants her to stay there or whatever, and kind of wants to like them to like not grow up. But I mean, yeah, like
he's basically so.
He's kind of incel-y a little bit. A little bit. There's a little bit of that. Like I said, like playing this game.
But I mean, like in a sense, like anything that's trying to prevent her from going through this.
Well, that's where it's then complex, right? It's like clearly there is some part of him that's like not wrong necessarily because this is not like a good situation to be in, and he's trying to keep her out of it. But yet again, it's sort of against her will. You know, like it's not like she is in on some plan of his to save her from it. It's like, you know, he's like doing this to her. And you see just how fucking many of these pills are everywhere now?
That's kind of great.
I love how they use that as a gameplay mechanic and then like turn it into a narrative device kind of all of a sudden in the third act.
私に私たちに誰も構うんじゃね
待ってくれみんな。ひなこは私が話す。ひなこ、なぜどうしてお前の心を
Yeah, there's no reason to fight all of it.
思っていた。
I love the transitioning between environments too at the end here.
They really kind of did a good job showing like the friends and everything.
だって約束したじゃない裏切り者
That makes things good.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
You're in a wheelchair, but still.
Oh, you mean the part like tied up in the straitjacket?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that Dead Space 2 is like one of the most perfect games like of all time.
It's so good.
Alex, have you ever really seen Dead Space 2 very much? Obviously, I know we played through 1 on the stream, but they did the remake. But
Yeah, you would love it.
2 is so goddamn. 2 is perfect. 2, it's like Resident Evil 4, where it's like it finds like a balance between action and horror. Whereas like Dead Space 1, I think is more horror centric.
Yes.
But Dead Space 2 really has like it's like honestly next to Resident Evil 4, it's sort of the next like best like action horror game of
agree
all
with that,
horror game ever maybe. It's so good. Not that long ago we did that review for it, so I did give it a full replay.
I can't believe how dirty they did that franchise in the end.
Right? Well, and even the remake, it's like, oh, it just didn't sell like Call of Duty. You're not going to do a remake of 2.
Mm-hmm. Fuck that.
EA just sucks. I mean, I'm glad we got the remake at all, but...
Does Progmata make you want to be a dad?
Well, I haven't played it yet.
So you don't want to be a dad? Well, you're already a spider dad.
Oh, shit.
Spider dad.
There is sort of a whole, and I mean, it is largely because of declining population numbers in Asian countries, but there is sort of like people are, sort of referring to it as like a dad genre of games where it's like, it is often about protecting or sort of.
Well, big hairy dad games
young.
have existed for a while.
Well, that is certainly true, but
Last of Us, God of War.
But Pragmata in particular is literally a game where, in a sci-fi future without children, a robot child that you have to take care of that is like an artificial extension of human life because they can't have like actual children. Like that really feels like very current.
Yeah. Well, I mean, birth rates are going down everywhere.
Yeah, it's getting weird. You're definitely seeing like.
So, her basically at her wedding going on, being like completely losing her mind.
Is this the final boss? Apparently, it's the credits.
Yeah, we did the final boss a little bit ago. This is ending 1, and I would say you at least have to see ending 2 and ending 4 to have a complete appreciation.
Yeah, I mean, this
of the
feels
story.
very unsatisfying.
And that's one of the things I
guess it's intentional. But,
Well, that's one of the things I was saying, like, when I reviewed the game, is like, if you play this game and you get this game, you play it once, you could end up feeling very unsatisfied because it is sort of a story that is built around multiple playthroughs and the narrative taking multiple playthroughs to actually understand fully. So, like, if you just beat a game and then you move on, it's kind of almost. It could be I could see it being a disappointing story.
Yeah.
But you commit to playing the multiple endings, and then it sort of reveals these other layers as it goes.
Yeah.
Which do a lot to the game. But yeah. But that's why until they did the patch that let you skip some of the combat stuff near the end.
They are, dude.
Yeah, but not spiders.
Spider lilies.
Yeah, those aren't spiders.
Do you bring a bouquet of those to your spider girlfriend?
No, I've never brought.
You don't even get your spider girlfriend's flowers, man. Like, what are they getting out of this deal? You just get them pregnant, and then you just leave them in dust.
Yeah, dude, they're just stumbling around like with all their legs all inseminated, bro.
Yeah, man, barefoot and pregnant spiders. It's sad.
Then Saber's all like, I'm going to get cigarettes.
Yeah, you go out to the gas station and you never come back. Oh, you guys been hearing about all those gas station drugs you can get these days?
Gas station drugs?
Yeah, you can get like boner bears and shit.
They always had boner pills.
Well, hold on though. Did you say boner bears?
I did, yeah. It's a brand of boner pills.
That's a.
I feel like gas stations always had that. Like, back in the day, like horny goat weed pills.
That's true.
I guess I do.
Who's going to the gas station is like, I gotta get me some gas station boner pills while I'm here.
I feel like sometimes I don't live in a crazy world that exists. Like there's a whole world that I don't interact with, where people are just like fucking random strangers and shit. Like they're just.
You're not getting the patented boner bears formula.
Yeah,
Boner
like,
bears sponsored by Grindr. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm enough of an adult now.
Oh,
I have to suck it up and can buy condoms at the store.
Yeah, well, I never felt embarrassed about that.
I never get it.
Yeah.
But,
So this is like a police.
To buy the boner pills would be legitimate.
That would be
Well, that would be
yeah. I never understood the embarrassment of like buying like condoms in a store. It's like you go up to the fucking
What
place.
I don't like about it is you gotta
This
have
is just like a
unlock
tease,
the
though.
case and be like, I want those.
Well, yeah,
And
that's,
then they gotta walk you back up to the register.
but pay attention to this though, 'cause this is sort of setting up the narrative of like the next playthrough. So this like police report at the end is basically saying like a bride at a wedding went insane and murdered all the guests and started just killing people in the town because she lost her mind.
All right.
You guys ever been to a shady gas station with like the vending machine? Sometimes there's like sour candy or shit, and and there's like condoms and like weird.
I don't know if I've ever seen condoms at a gas station, if I'm being honest.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Have you been in a shady like?
Yeah, you go to the higher class gas stations. I guess.
Dude.
I mean, I don't feel like I do when I'm in that
gas station.
You're like at those bougie gas stations.
Well,
I'm sorry. What the fuck is a bougie gas
the
station?
ones you go to. They ain't got the condoms and the boner bears. Like, well, like what kind
Well,
of?
I have absolutely seen that gas station.
Yeah, I guess I just haven't personally.
You know what? One of the things that always confuses me is the dudes who like don't want to buy like tampons or whatever for their girlfriend or whatever. I always think that's weird because like
why do I have to be embarrassed? Like, I mean, it's super obvious that they're not for me.
yeah, it's like isn't that just, you go up to the court and be like, yeah, I got a chick. What do you got? You know, it's like wouldn't that be like kind of like a Chad move if you're doing that? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, we got ending 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the joke one, which I'm going to do off stream.
Okay, so 4 is like the real ending.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, ending 4 is like the true ending. Of the game.
Gotcha.
And you have to have completed 2 different endings to get the 4th ending. What I'm probably going to do is we'll do a full playthrough of ending 2, and then I will create like a save file thing, and then ending 3 and 4 we'll smush together into like one shorter stream.
Sure.
So, yeah, and then stream on my own.
Awesome.
But yeah, well there we go. So we are a sizable chunk through the game.
If this was the ending, how would you review the story of the game?
I mean, if that was where it stopped, I wouldn't be that impressed.
Okay.
I think this is a game that like it's interesting because it's kind of like was it Nier Automata?
Yeah.
It's a very similar structure to that, where it's like if you just beat that game and get to the credits, it's like, oh, that was kind of short. It's like, all right, and then you start it again, and it's like, oh, we're playing as a completely different character through a different perspective, and then you beat it again, and it's like, oh, now it's like the next playthrough is like a sequel to the previous one.
It's like a sequel to Shades of Grey.
What? Oh, God, I know what you're talking about.
Like the other perspective.
Yeah. No, that's garbage. We'll raid Lucky Dog since he's on.
Sage, would you star in a movie called 8 Shades of Grey?
No.
What about 8 Shades Darker?
Is that what I don't even, is that even what the sequel's called?
Well, it's 50 Shades Darker.
I don't like it.
But obviously you don't like chicks with 50 legs.
I don't like chicks with 8 legs. Ew. No. No, it is not.
Good.